21 invalid ballots. The following are considered invalid: the ballots that do not bear the official distinctive marks defined by the Electoral Committee, ballots that bear any weights other than the names of the candidates, ballots that are illegible or have been defaced, ballots that bear identifying marks. The chairman of the Electoral Committee shall write on the back of any invalid ballot paper in red the reason for its invalidity and confirm with a signature. In the event of disputes regarding the validity or invalidity of a ballot paper, the validity or invalidity of a vote, the drafting of minutes, the declaration of the results, or any other matter relating to the counting procedure, the Electoral Committee's decision shall be final as well. Article 22, spelling mistakes. Spelling mistakes shall result in invalidity of a vote only if they mean that it is not possible to identify with certainty any of the official candidates. Article 23, count and declaration of results. Once the urn has been opened, the members of the Electoral Committee shall count out loud the number of ballot papers and verify their validity. If the numbers of the ballot papers is equal or less than the number of the papers issued, the ballot is valid. If it exceeds the number of ballot papers issued, the ballot shall be declared void and recommence immediately in accordance with the procedure described above. After the number of ballot papers has been verified, the members of the Electoral Committee shall proceed to count the number of votes cast for each different candidate. Once the count has been completed and verified, the chairman shall officially declare the results to the members of the General Assembly. If a second or subsequent round of voting is required, the voting procedure shall be repeated in accordance with the above articles. The members of the General Assembly are also to be informed of the statutory provisions that apply for the second and subsequent rounds of voting, e.g. any changes to the majority required, elimination of candidates and others. That was that for tonight, Mr. Waitsi, as we get ready for the Botswana Elective Congress on the 14th of September in Gaborone or any other place to be announced. Thank you.
Understanding the rules of the game. Play rules and regulations with King Molf.
Hello, YaronaFM. My name is Lifika. The school that I go to is Patima Tuition. Patima Tuition is in the building. Melo. The roof is on fire.
It's blue, black, and white bangers. On YaronaFM. BW bangers. All day. BW bangers. Blue, black, and white bangers. The hottest BW bangers all day, every day.
Barefoot, the original cook. Red and blue stripes on the car keys. She gon' let me clap them butt cheeks.
I know feel lie for you, baby.
Blue, black, and white bangers. Music. YaronaFM. This is the world famous Sunday soccer show. Sundays, 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. On YaronaFM.
Nala Mkibitumelo Hamu, some double action, I'm 29 years old.
No, there's a tono where Bagoloja chapis.
Raki.
What's a chapis? So, Usimulsa Samaka football, like that.
Alexan Kile football co primary, Casin, Junaring, then I got some calendar 15, under 17 national team, under 20, then senior team national team.
When I'm making Senesi Loro pick a footballer out of the many sports that are available.
Talenta Mudim. Naimzik samga volleyball, but vangi sako bartota la talente ya gago ki talenta mutum tota na kai
o tsamaga di position dife
left back left wing.
Season ntse hela ya 2023-24 it's amaile jam for you and your team.
Season e fitileng na re tsamkile thata and le na ke berekile season onena ke left back ne gena le 11 goals mo season e ne fitang le team ya rona re berekile thata
le haji you le palette
nya ya re pal
a ke re GU ke yone ya go di TCB gompieko for the first time in 3 years GU ke yone yang go tshameka Champions League.
Ya re palla ke phosonyana re ta ba bona.
So a le setse le simolotse pre-season ahead of next season. A ke re gora gore re emetse league ya 2024-2025 a le setse le boetse mabaleng.
Ra re boetse mabaleng re simolotse yone bikene e tsena ina.
Gatelela le coach ntsha go ntse jang go training.
Go monate ke coach re to etse re samkile lone go monate re totale ena ka re bata go monate ra mo respect re siame fela.
Why that ni serious ganti coach?
Na la re betsa ka ditlapa tengo training go meno a thwala wa thwala.
Mo do uzore bolela ba le gore le ra go go tse dimpa a o ke tse di tactic ya go go tse dimpa.
Ra nya to siame.
Ga tona le prospect ya gore ka go tshameka outside Botswana, tell us about that.
Ke kgathaletso ke team ya Namibia ke go tshameka teng tota ke team ya CAF be le tsa gore re ba joina go ya CAF go ya go tare boa kwana tare tshameka league ya bone super league ya bone.
So bane ba se ba buile le wena gore ba batla o ba joina for nako e kae?
Re go ba joina season 1.
Go ntse ke sure we excited blind gore you will be in a new country o tshameka le di teammates tse dintšha o ithuta dio tse dintšha.
Ke itumetse fela thata ke go tsela double action matsipa ka hali.
Ha o eletse gore deal ya teng e nne more than a season.
Re ke tabentse ke lebile mo go yone ha ntse ke tsweletse go le siame le nna ke itumella sengwe le sengwe tana ntse ke lebile ntse ke oketsa ke le teng ko
ba re nkola peng ha ba bolela re ke a tsamaya kana neng ke ana Namibia
ba itumetse mata ke sotswa ke le one mama olla sello ipotsa gore ke a kwa ga mang me o itumetse go lo tse pele gore ke tsamaya
o morora go boledise gore a tla bone gore wa go ga mang e tara after a day ya bona gore o nna kae a ba bua utlo
ra tampolisa le malome masole ga mo ke mo itumella thata ke nang supportang thata mo footballong
o ira go rekela bo dikhokana
thekela dikhoko tsere ke ga ke mara ke hata tla ke training wa mana go mana
e lo rena wa bo misa training o ile ka
ya mo ke lwala na se tsura ke ya lwala kana ke mo injury no ta o mana ke go boleletse gore tshameke bolo ke re ke tse dio tsa mahala ma ke nya mme ke mo te yankele
ya no emela le
ke mella go mpeng
e wa tsamaya ka go le Thursday yan
chaile ke mo sele
la ita ka tlhamana modimo a go sego hatsa ha o tsana kwa do your level best le rena o boitsoro kwa re tla be re ntse re go supporta ha gona le sengwe se e leng gore o tlhoka thuso ka sone gore founele re batla gore o nne le baka gone kwa o ithute mo go bone e tle re ha wa ko national teaming ra go tshameka le Namibia bo re bolela gore ayo le o trapela mo left ke tshameka le
thank you ka le go thata ke ta iteka thata le nna go ya ko pele thank you.
Next,
my name is Lesego Gloria Moeng and I'm 26 years old. Ke ne ke tshameka go systems
ya mona Gloria o kopana ka ile football
tshamekile football since way back ke santse ke le monyane ne ke nna mo strateng se le gore ne se tetse bashimanyana so my friends ne le bone batho ba ile gore ne ba rata go nkgogela kwa lebale
ko White City
ke go letse go mo pane block ya ke go letse go mo pane block wa
kana gorane gore ha o ntse go la yana ko primary junior and senior school o na le di options tsa di sport tse dingwe but you still maintained go tshameka football o rata eng yala ka yona
ke ne ke ratile but ne ke sa fa attention mo go kalo and ha ke tsena go primary no gona le this one teacher bidwa Mamontsoyana na tla ba tla ko classeng kwana go ngwatla tshotse thupelo gore go tabe go te ke kgona go bona ke apotse skipa go ke tshameka le basimanyana but when it comes to sport a go te tamo o tlo go itekale sego ke simolla ke chika ya no ke na motho ene le gore a ban driver le go nna keepera ne ke tshameka mo teng ya ke le ke rata go tshameka bola mo teng
no tshameka position e mo teng
ne ke tshameka position 6 ne ke
tshameka no that's a very good position for a goalkeeper you know why because ball distribution is very important mo keepering ke sure o nna wa upload ya gote o kgona go launch attack from the keeping department
ya go ne distribution is gore motho wa ipoka yone teng ke a kgona go then at least I have one international baby tang no SNK assist mo taragele against South Africa the last time and
so mo tsebola from ko pale yalo bo mo lela ba ya go gore o ga isa no ndimo so season e ntse yang hela ko system se ene nge hela ya 23-24 malo
aish we were hoping for the best really security systems but it was unfortunate because renera Masego Montsona tlogela tlawa na le na joina tlabo ko China kwana and e be go nna le much of a gap gone hale no team re simola re sa itse re ka tlhatlaganya batho yang hale le re simola re fambola but re feditse mo position 3 of which it was way much better because that really give
ya no gutwa gote lo wena o bone team outside Botswana tell us about it
yeah tlabe ke joina Navara now we are going to join Ongos FC ko Namibia they had interest more rona looking at the
International performance.
Yeah, looking at the international performance that we displayed, or I displayed, because in Gilegatamikali team Namibia, redroile 1-1 ko Kosav. That's where they recognized me.
Wa go tsamana go ikae o na le bona?
Ke sign a 1-year contract season hell.
Lo ena wa emela today.
Yeah, le nna ke emela today.
Le tsamana go mala ita plane ya lo emela na go ma.
Le ka tlogale crashes.
Kante ba tsona ke le la go akanya re la lo iwa ya. Ke la re ntse o na le rona hela lo go security systems re sa go lo re tabe re go lo yela.
A ke itse re ntse le santo e bile a se re ke ra gore
ke ra ha ile lo ralwa a meeting ya ko na bibiane ka be o bona ke re ka bolo e bo berekile ba sa go bona.
Yeah, a se re ke one hela go re hela gona some teams le gore di ntse di bua le nna no ha ke bolela ditsala tsa me move ato hela ba phefo so le ke bona gore ke itiwal
o lo iwa ke ditsala tsa go e se nna mme hala tlhama I'm excited for you girls modimo a le se go hatsa ha le tsana kwa le itse gore le ile tirong have fun but know that le ile tirong and le ke go ba impressa gore ba tla ba extend the contract tsa lona beyond a year because we need a international exposure gore re tla re bone national team ya rona improve.
Ya gone ra le bone re ra tshepisa gore lona tla re tsana go be re ra bokgoni jwa rona jotlhe kwa gore re tle re khone go gatela ko pele. Thank you Yaro.
Senyamadi Queen Tumelo Umo 104.9 FM YaronaFM. This is the world famous Sunday soccer show, Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox on YaronaFM at Fox Patimo on Twitter and the Gram.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the station, its management, nor its advertisers.
Hold on 1 second, let's find the station.
Check it out. It's the real
YaronaFM, EW's best.
Sensational.
Exactly.
YaronaFM. This is the hot seat on the Sunday Soccer Show.
It's 6:34 on YaronaFM, and tonight we are talking about pre-season training in football. We are joined by formidable coach Kev B holder George Mogopudi, who was formerly with YaronaFlamingo Santos and Gaborone United, amongst others. Let's find out what the purpose of pre-season is and how to best approach it. I'm hoping for our guys, Baba coach and the team in Sedikobo Division 1 and 2 yana, by the way, they are still waiting to do their licenses, but I tweet a from Coach George Mogopudi. Coach George, welcome to the Sunday Soccer Show, my king.
Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Medicare, Varet, Gaho, Levato, Amahela Kakarecho.
Can I kill Igilaro Magakiole, no one who you are the university games. Hakitsura 2017 18. Kebeki interviewer Ntabi saying I got to represent Botswana, I got to make a tennis, and then a year after Abaya Sukolongwa America.
It's around those years.
Hey, who can Ntabi saying Coach George? Has I got to make a tennis asked the Disakwa America? Harry Mutwali.
She's in America. The field now he's into coaching. Tennis, yes.
Ah, nice. Megora o re bolaile a retire ka speaker ya coaching yana nka bana re representile ko di Olympic nkwa alwa le basana ba le ba tennis ba.
Yeah, for that day. That's how it goes sometimes. Yeah.
Nyame ra itumela ibile we appreciate when our people go out there and conquer the world. Today we want to talk about pre-season. Genze ke nna ke etela di team yana ya ka go le pre-season yana. And again, like Ibona, could you expect or have a pre-season or something outside of the ordinary, isn't what usually happens in between the season? And like in the coaches saying, we became an knowledge ya go go pre-season, what is the purpose of pre-season training in football?
Another purpose of pre-season in football, they are the local preparing the upcoming season. Yeah, football league, and he involved at your trading kahore raberetwa mo go ikhuteng me go tswa mo go ikhuteng ga rona re tshwanetse re na le plan ya gore sentlentle re batla go dira eng mo nakong yone e tlabe re simolola re le ba akanyetsa league ka yone. In football or in anything that you do, there should always be a plan. Long gore ke yone tla go guidang gore o tsamaya yang mo letong lo batla lo le simollang.
So when should teams start preseason training, and which elements of the game should they focus on when they start from the get-go?
Antikana, how can go out and I'm looking to prepare folks. Everything is all about preparation. And no chandro kalo hanyo hore. King so chandro se dire hadi a hoto hana ko simono. Ya no hantinya na konna le diposa tsa go rutlhela batho ba kanya gore ga go ti pre-season o chandro a go pega di player di thaba kwa ampo a go dira eng mme go na le process o chandro e sale morago kana o tlhaloganya gore mmele wa motho o na le mokgwelo o ka o tsayang ka nako e rileng so a ka ka re ala o simolla ala bo re sa mmele morwalo o montsi o tshwantsoro ya stage by stage because in pre-season pre-season gonna last about 6 to 8 weeks and in these all 6 to 8 weeks o tsamaka di stage go na le cycle 1 cycle 2 cycle 3 cycle 4 hela ya tse leng gore santlala ha o simologa go na le so se go teng basic endurance e leng gore e kgontla motshameki go emelana le diemo tsa gore aska alapa mothofu ga se tsantsa tshameka e leng gore ntlhele gore the intensity ya teng e ko tlase ha e ko dimo because o tlaetsa mmele and then how ya o fetsa go tlaetsa mmele ke gona o ka yang gradually o ntse o loader until o botla o reacha level ya gore ya nong how are now ra tsholetsa re ya kopele ya no re tsholetsa lebelo la rona ya nong gantinyana se ke silemogang ke gona gore go tlhaela ra go ti pre-season people they started off ka go load the player ala straight away and this thing how I did recently will always contribute to injuries and everything mostly the injury because gora go wa bosa di radio ke leng gore mmele o ka di tsaya ka nako eo.
There were instances where rutlwe go twe di plara diole go training ya pre-season. I think one aspect there re consider ke ya the medical check-up before re simola yone pre-season ya teng le gore gone me ka gore most of our clubs deal la ka le tlhoko la madi. Is there an alternative?
Well, ke sone se utlwang ke gore a kere gore ka gore ra hlaela ga rena madi me ana sengwe le sengwe in football ke science. There's a lot of science involved there. Even if we say scientist or o sa dira metlatseng mme hela ga o sala di principles morago tsa go dira training ka ha lo rutwang ka teng ga go go nna le sepe se sekalo kwalo bogolo yang ka o tla re tsena mo teng go sa dirwa these medical checkups and everything. So my advice to these other coaches ke gore since there is none in ya gore be re na le tlhoko la gore gona go di medical checkups ba botle ke gona go leka go sala di principles tsa training morago gore where do we start, how do we go about training so that we avoid that maybe tsena tsa gore khatile o tshela o lodile di player o bola ile player pele tswetse because go hema go ile go godimo ga gong ha khono hema and this is why go tsonto go tsamaya gradually una le se mo zelo mo tsondro o dirise oxygen mole o dirise oxygen ke yone ya bo basic endurance and everything but how to o tlata o pega gore anaerobic endurance now it's something else seleng gore now o tsholeditse mo sepele o ka tsama o iketlile and ke gone mo le re gantsi o tla re go affecta di player ba bang ba tla ka mago a rileng a le gore ya ka ke bua ke re mmele o na le metlo ka o tshwarang ba o se tse di medical checkups and everything you know for individually all o ka tsa sena ya no ke tsone di tse leng gore go mo di ele tlhoko ya no hala for the advice to these teams tse di go tlastena ke gona gore hala aba le ke go sala di principles tsa training morago gore ha re simolla yang now so that ba avoid go tloga ba bolaya bana ba batho ka go ba resa mogole wa ditloga hela.
Coach, a re lebelle gore gangwe le gape the start of the season in terms of the dates tsa ditelete ga di gone di tsepame sentle go itlhela le gore gongwe
di a
suta. How does how le mokatisi o navigate pre-season ha ka tselentsi because ha go gone itlhela le gore no isimolotse o targetile gore e tla hela maybe within 6 to 8 weeks, maybe season ya go simolla you know 8 beyond the 8 weeks, like about 10 weeks wa go pele.
No, ke so ntse reng kana ha go ngwana avoid go loada di player mo go feteletseng ka gore ha gongwe like ke bona some teams gona no ya George Laura se ba tshamekile 10 friendly games and you wonder gore when did they start preparing. There's nothing wrong in training or for about to break, because the more batubannale rest, the more batlanam feet. Because how you are resting, you are able to work more than or to give more than what you have given before. So these are the things that are really the talk. No. I get the player who leaking to shoot level or me. This is how I can go about it. I know how it's an inconvenience. We're now targeting the it doesn't make you no. You should avoid that so that players have enough rest. Because rest is very, very key in football, in everything. Because how many other go be kutsong o tlo go fa se se tona go feta se ne o se dira ka nako e.
O bua ka you keep mentioning go loader are lebelle maybe the different aspects of you know preparation into the season ka pre-season, right? So gona le the physical side of it, gona le go ka baakanya the tactics and so tse le rutwa bole ka go dira into the season you know only team.
Kana ke teng ha batho ba irang phoso e tona teng gore gona le gore be ba akanya gore ka nako ena it's physical work, ka nako ena it's technically. These are the things also to the talk because dita mammo ha gona ha o tla reng gompieno ke lebelo hela ha gona ball. There's nothing like that in football, because what you train, it's what you're going to do come matching. So hoga kwata bo ha 45 minutes hela sa tshula ball o bore o prepare la match. No, everything that you do should involve football related. All exercise should be football related, technically, tactically, physically, and everything. Mentally, all those things. How did all these things would into make consideration? How do you realize or not get a tactics in everything that you do? Because how about this is why on the pre-season it gives you an opportunity. Your tactics already your players should know this is how we are going to play. How we this is how we are going to play. The moment you start training everything technically, tactically, physically, and mentally, you incorporate that.
Coach, you've been emphasizing Kanya for rest is important. Let's talk about the ideal time that you need as a coach to implement whatever you want to put across to the players, including your pre-season matches. Maybe you need 2 or 3 games pre-season enough so that you don't overload the player.
Depending on the season, Yarona, like say maybe I have started at the 21, like you are saying. But already some teams hit them on week 8. Like week 8 or week 6. We still have another 4 weeks to go. So ideally, I would say maybe 6 games will do, not more than that. Or the idea. The intensity. Firstly, you can't start with a high intensity game. You have to start ka netnyana e light so that katilenyana wa increase go bona gore o tsamaile sebaka se se kae. But hela I would advise teams to be tshamekile. When you train, let's say we start training today, Sunday, we will train today, tomorrow, maybe on the third day, rest. And then after rest, ka rest eo ra simolla gape gradually e be re ba gape re tsuleta e be re dropa go ska nyana gape go pele. So all these things sondre di ele talk. Rest it's sondre in morago ga load e odimo. After an high intensity training, you should have rest. And then so that how boa recovery training after that. Training hard. So these are the things we're about to. But it's more important for it. As a coach, you should keep on reading, researching, or everything because how do you how go in the end. Yes.
Gona go lore ha ngwe gape di player ha di simolla go imela go ngwe di overloadile gona le behavior kana mentality yo no go ka change ba re bontsha. What are some of the things that these coaches can look out for gore ba bona gore motho ke a mo itse ke senatla sa team but how bana ngwe re ga yana kana apalwa ke go dira go mo maybe we are doing too much re tshwantse go reduce.
Those are the signs obviously o tla bona ha like a player. One, performance ya go drop. Two, as a throw a gona go fa sena ntse se go fa pele. So or something is not going right here. It's either you are overloading the players or they've been overloaded before. Now the fatigue is creeping in. So how fatigue creeping in, there's nothing where somebody can offer anymore. So this is where you should be careful. And because people back on you can train 2 hours or 2.5 hours or 4 hours. I've seen teams spending 4 hours in training. But there are times, how start training? You can train for 2 hours. It's 70 to 75 minutes. The first training session, how start. And then until the 90 to 95, you reduce. We do 60 to 75. Last day of training, you can go for 45 to 60 minutes. Those are the things they will be trying to do. If you train for 4 hours, you keep players 4 hours there. No, they can't. The players lose concentration. You see, they can't even understand what you are trying to say because so I want to everything that we do, let us make sure our training it's enjoyable. Players shouldn't but have a training, but they should enjoy training. Yes.
They should look forward to it.
Yes, they should look forward to it. And in most cases, we should really challenge them and avoid doing same thing over and over again. By 20 laps. The player was 20 laps. That is gone. He can't come.
20 laps.
Yes. So the best thing in football, players, buffet ball. Even if you are doing physical training, the ball, they won't realize. They won't realize because now the football is there, and they will enjoy it. Yeah. So these are the things that we should look at, because if your pre-season preparation, you see you won't perform well throughout. Or it simple, we had the game, 6-7 games to come on. Out and a hurry,
So tonight we're talking about pre-season training in football, joined by formidable coach Kev B. holder George Mogopudi, who was formerly with YaronaFM Santos and Gaborone United, amongst many other teams. We want to find out what the purpose of pre-season is and to give pointers to our coaches who are yet to go and do Kev B, Kev C yana gore re bantse ba prepare basimane ba rona ba go division 1 and 2 ebe ba itse gore this is the best practice around. Now, earlier on, Coach George, you talked about planning. That planning is really important. Now, the obvious departments would be the coaching staff and the fitness coaches when we talk about planning for pre-season or the season. Who else should get involved gore rotlhe re nne in sync re itse gore kanto gone mme re ira eng ebile re se ira yang ka gore kana ko di-divisioneng tse di ko tlase di-coaches tsa rona ba bangwe ba bereka ba kgona gore a se ka kgona go tla mme re eletsa gore ga rotlhe re itse program re kgona go e followa through e se ka re foxa seo e be e le gore yaanong re tswa mo sporong.
O bona ha re simolola hela ba rotlhe team e tshwanetse re nne hela ha batho maikelo a marai tse ba rotlhe mo teaming gore what is it that we want to achieve, set our objectives and everything. When it comes to the technical part, it's the coach. He's the one who draws the program ana le team ya gagwe. Sepe se sa go dirwang se se technical and tactical ke se se tswa mo go coach, not from anybody else, not the physical trainer, nothing. The physical trainer o dira sa se filweng ke coach, because I see this is where people make mistakes. Mo harona go tsa wa batho go te ke di physical trainer o na le program ya gagwe, coach o na le program ya gagwe. No, it doesn't have to work that way. And unfortunately, I'm sorry to say this, most of the guys ba go think the physical trainers that the team is arona bontsi ba bone ga se ba train it ga ba itse sepe ka football. They do things they learn or maybe kids are good gym and everything, and this is where we make a mistake. And as a head coach, you should guide that person. Or this is my program. This is the program on the radio. I want you to do 1, 2, 3. Leene a buy into that. I label leene I tlhaloganye. Leene ha na le sa se bonang ha teng sa ka se correctang as a correct, but based on what the coach needs. Because football, there's no how o ka dirang o sa incorporate sepe se leng gore se a go nna teng go matching over the weekend. So when we do these things, everybody should be taken on board, the management and everything, because sometimes we tell our manager go to arrange the friendly game, how we arrange yang abodi ro tshameka tournament go boneng o dirile eng se se morantse team ka tournament. So when we do the planning, we should be there, everybody planning yang the whole team, the whole club, or the team batla go dira this season. And it will guide the program ya ha coach to say na ke le coach, okay, objective ya team here this year. So now this is why I start as the coach. You draw your program and then you give it to the management by Bonnie. This is what we are going to do this thing for us to achieve. And we should always make a contributor. There should be a role clarity in everything. How the manager and the chairman be a chairman there. The technical part, it's an issue. I had the coach. I want to chairman at some coach because mamang do this. This is where I'm the problem is being or the team is the chairman the coach, never hear the coach. I don't understand this thing. So we should avoid this so that the plan we did as a coach from the day one year preseason training up to the start of the league, you follow it. So that however feel it, but you are failing, you are able to answer or you are able to see where did you go wrong or where did you go right.
Was no interference.
Yes.
So Modi begins a 2, 3, we already have teams babakoloa divisions by no batsamikile differently. The team is a Premier League and the team is a first division. Are focus on more pre-season training hore. Re sontse gore re etse ka tsela e ntseng jang a re simolla ka week 2 kana ka week 3 le gona re tshameka le team ya selebego se sentseng jang gore re tle re kgone go nna le yone that gradual upward trend e neng o bua ka yone?
I think ke tlhalositse Fox gore you can't tell a first week ya training o bo se tsore o tshameka friendly game. Are players ready for that? No. Maybe after 2 weeks, but it's a game relay, just a light game, just to check. Because the muscle is the mission. But it's a pity that how one of the teams are our players never rest. They never rest. They go there, have a that's why I had a little bit coach Yarona. It's upon coaches to make players understand how it's 1, 2, 3. That's why coaching. You prepare the player at a because you always want the best out of your players, but you can't get the best out of your players if you overtrain them. What about the fitness or overtrain them? Rest. You see. Understanding the processes, the cycles, the end of the preseason, they should be followed. It's all about the principles.
Now, coach, bearing in mind this one to work us on our most of our players, especially the lower division, la Premier League, ba temote ga rest ha season e hela bile ke ba ba tshameka di bolo tsa Sontaga le tournament. With that in mind, how do you then try to navigate that during preseason? With the assessment se ding tsenya go bona gore how can you load them in a way le gore ga re iphitlhela gore ha season e simolla tota bona ba lapile?
This is why you should follow the principles of training. So you should gradually until when I wait the as if no and then so sometimes it's very difficult, especially Maro now. It's very, very difficult. How we are going to compromise because of
and hello, coach. What else do you think we need to think about? Really, the coach, really the team. Preseason before we say goodbye.
Well. The worrying factor here is hard to tolerate football there's a lot of influence on social clubs. Players don't listen anymore. Teams they don't have programs. They don't regard factor players for football. They can make a living out of football. So it's very, very painful nowadays. What is it that we can do? But I don't know. Because the only thing that is we are thinking of all winning the league. We never think of a long-term plan to say no. As George United, I have a 5-year plan, and my 5-year plan is what I should have: an under-13 team, an under-15 team, and under-17 team. And these teams, in the next 5 years, I want to have produced at least 5 players. 5 players, Babaka at top level. Team at the same time. So these things are not on our plan. We are always thinking about winning. This is where the problem is. And this is why you find the problem
ebile a nongana nongwe nkgopotsa kganye e boswila thata ya gore gompie kwana transfer window ne ntse e butswa na isko kuto go kuelwa playera epe e tona e leng gore gongwe e itswela ko tase kwa ya promotiwa ya ko teaming e tona o kila utlwalela mfana mongwe o blind wena yo sainiwa mo transfer window ya Maloba?
No, not at all. I kiss good. This is why I'm worried. Ha ngwe batho tshela le gore ja ka bua ba blame school sport. And no. School sport, yes, shall contribute. But how many games are played at school? Huh?
Very few.
How many games? Few games, 5 games. The whole term. Sport to school. Players play 5 games. But imagine, young players, how they should play 40 games in a season. This is where you'll get players from. We used to have that. We used to have we used to have junior teams, all these things. And another thing, these young players should come out. Our clubs are training in the morning. Do we play in the morning?
Nope.
Because you should train that conditioning for the day of the match. And you're not denying all these young players an opportunity to play at top level. Because they are school.
Matatarna kana kasi. Wa ka season e latela nyota bo o tshara ka o boela ko hangile patso.
No, I'm still in talks about two about Kitla Hobolel.
Okay.
Now be in the Premier League.
Okay.
And let me just correct you. I hold a license.
Uno mo class nya A.
I hold an A license.
Wa itse go ra gore hela ha go kopana le nna teng hela ke dira go moentse e sena mmala out. Thank you so much, Coach, for your insights and all the best to you and your family. We miss coaches ba ba encourage ya go tsenya bananyana ba teng mo di teaming mo me ba nna bench ba go nna go di stand day.
Yeah, no, you'll see me. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Very soon you'll see me. Yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
All right.
Mama wa ka emot.
No.
Timi ya te ha ke a go ke paga morutma.
Yeah, why? I gona ba
mala erotsa.
Makile Premier League.
A re Premier League. Kana boela ko Santos.
Nya ari.
Ke team eto gang coach.
Santos. O boela Santos.
Na o tla re bolella.
Nya ra le wena bona. Mosola go na journalist. Mosola go na journalist ke go phunya dikao.
No, ke tla go phunyetsa next Sunday.
Bona go sia mo mpolele of na ke ta bua ke spirit sa kana re ka bua re to ga re jinx
I tla le jinx it ba sa ne mo daga uti
ba tswana mo go jinxing. Coach Pablo Waleboa, what did you learn from our interview with Coach George Mohopudi about pre-season training?
Folks, as you've been seeing, me jotting down quite a number of notes. Negidi kwalla gape bile ke share ka tibing ka groupung ya bogogi ba rona, to say please learn and listen. One of the things that I take away that is very key, I would say role clarity. A lot of teams ga gona role clarity because people are doubling up positions within the management of teams, and that is really killing the aspect of holding people accountable. If you are the coach and the manager, who's holding you accountable for not putting a proper plan in place? No one. And then what I also took out is, the number, the amount of minutes that you're supposed to train, the training session is how he alluded to maybe first week having 70 to 75 minutes training session, next week you're on 90 to 95, and then drop it again to 60 to 65, and then some other week 40 to 45, and then later on pick it up. That speaks to the plan that you have as a coach. This week you focus on every day, or focus on what it is that you're trying to achieve, and it ultimately speaks to a proper plan. Last week in Nernali, Coach Hana Wamatebela bua gore he has a 80-page a plan for pre-season, and how don't 6 to 8 weeks pre-season period. Imagine another coach has to say 80 pages worth of pre-season between all levels the big 6 to 8 weeks in implementing what is it that you want to do, what is it that is you are envisioning, and a lot of teams
Coach White, in most instances while you are waiting for training, train yourself. Ke nna ke subscribela di report yana le di manual tsa FIFA.com. They always talk about the changes tse di regala mo gaming ha ka gone go ile ko di Olympic nyana ba go taka di technical report ya gore no di team ne di tshameka yana, trend e ne repeatwa yana, team e win ne tshameka yana. How important is it for our coaches to read and to seek manuals lo tsana mo bo YouTube mo ba lebelle ba tsene mo website ya FIFA.com ba ithute the best practices in the world while they wait for the CAF and BFA licenses?
It is very important, folks. If you remember during COVID, I think we saw more of that. In terms of the knowledge that we have, and also how to do things while you are waiting for the training or the games to start. So it's imperative for the coach or aspiring ones gore ba ithute a le gone gore ke ba uketse knowledge ya bone ya football ya go bala. Learning from others, and I was happy to see GU ladies. They went to South Africa to Mamelodi Sundowns, and you could see because they're doing things on a higher level. So you learn a lot from that as well. So it's just one of those things like learn from others, like get YouTube, and also watch the games and see what are some of the things they implement, even in terms of officiating and things they you need to watch out for them. I think I saw something across the social media talking about next season only the captain so those are some of the things before the season can start, so that so it's very, very important.
Mention the aspects game overlook. The laws keep getting changed. Le go go iragala nyana ka moso mo ngota ba rubua le referee ba hwa yellow card ba bo ba le referee ba re ba tsiediwa but aspect engwe le gore I think in many instances we overlook ke a gore ka gore go pre-season go ngwe bana ba tsere break nyana go le mariga ba tla ba le tsididi ba go tsana go thuthala. We should have a first aid kit readily available, and we should also have first aid available.
You know, folks, something quite interesting about our administration of football. It at times do say didn't force you at the Premier League level as well as First Division. But now when you go down to where the BFA, for example, should be really ensuring that things are done right. Get them original football, because that's where everything starts. For us to be able to see a player coming through the ranks eventually into the Premier League and then into the national team, it started at the regional level for most of them. It's only a few players by Nogore Karaba Simola Hela or Wutordinya, a player Regana Rebonella, Israel mo First Division, Haisen Guarare, a Bolo Brana player Rebone promote to a gotanship plus Haisen Goremona Samka Bolo, but it starts original football, folks, and that's where so many things should be enforced so that didn't require or the idea and Didura Ekatsele Siamilago Talosa, Coach Georgina Guakanya, the medical so to at the start of the season. That's something that should be done. But Ruta Bunti Asabaka, who we are at the Premier League level, at the First Division level. What about Kole rolling or even worse, the conditions had this to understand what some Molo rolling and all we know Bukitebalo role, Bunti Amobutsombamoto, but we still don't hear the association talking about anything to do with Jorges in similar the team Zote, Tisang, the medical cerebral or the player at Alnora, this year Metro Kasamga, a bolo this season more reliability or Bebasoko break in also kanya first aid kit folks is very much important. Ha re bue ka yone for pre-season, even during matches. A re ska ra bona re player re go betse ba re bona folks ko le o tswa ka go khoneng le o ntsha ice mo coolereng e bile o tabogela mo lebaleng a re o sila ka jin o si a re o sila motshameki ha itse go injury ke ntsinyang and all. So do tsinyana, let us see them being enforced at a regional level so that we see them but once ba di tloela coming in through the ranks. So re ska player ra tsena mo first division do tsinga bona di diragala ba ipotsa ya no bona ha ke ha ka ya no builala
kana meya
yo
go ntse jang Brazil
ke tsotle dilita sela
e lo ro go ka go hu
mo ke sta ni mera
waro haka
one
ara ba tla ba di romela ka bluetooth di tswa go sphala ba ya go batla ba ntse ba sa itse ro haka sho braya ka re ntse re bua le coach George Mogopudi le gore re discussa a very important topic pre-season. I'll give you an example. Hona le team engwana ke rata blind ko ga Borone region division 1 e bidiwa go twe Broadhurst Sundowns ga nke simolla league sentauto. But somewhere in between the league kana go diwa go Christmasing Sundowns ya bets, the second round is always better than the first round. Eno ke belala re go ka tswa go dira go pre-season ga ya nna sento ba ke ha belaela ha ke show. What did you learn from our chat with Coach George?
I think he spoke very well, folks, because I got a president, you look at different aspects. We say football is divided into four aspects. Is a physical, is a tactical, is a technical and psychological aspect. So when you start off, you actually, for the first 2-3 weeks, you are trying to load the physical aspect there at the player. And he said, you need to introduce that gradually. Oscar over introduce the physical aspect and the other thing again is we need to have signage as a club. Coach, basically we need to have a season plan with a coach. Season plan at the is a full sale, and over the sort of one of the microcycles and sitting to say what our achievers say for this training session. We usually say prison lasted for 6 to 8 weeks, and he spoke very well to that, and to say, let's have a plan as clubs, and let's make sure that, but the folks, we need to sit down as the management and the technical, coach the plan our prison key, and we talk to that. You have seen what happened at the Township Plus, for example, last season. You could see that there was no synergy between the management and the technical team. Management were more recent defense for the team. Hence why prison was so congested, was so loaded, or they picked a very alien season. Another team. So it's things like that. When we talk of Broadhurst Sundowns, what Broadhurst is actually doing is, a similar prison now. So what's somebody more gear 1, environmental gear 2, gear 3, that's all gear 5, so those are the issues that you actually have. You need to sit down and talk to that as technical and also as the club management.
Yeah, I can what did you blind up the role of the coach in many instances high respective, whether ke management or team kana ke motho yo biditsong go te ate gona physical trainer ra gone ho. What needs to happen mo Botswana go respect the coach, re ba he space sa go bereka le gore go bohelong ba letsatsi e re ha ba succeed kana ba fail e be re itse gore nya me monna o re mo hile space support le respect ene nga I deserve.
Football is a complex sport, folks. Everyone knows everything. I'm able to articulate you as a technical, but it does not mean that I'm a coach. So that's the problem that we are having to say everyone knows everything. And that's where the problem is. We need to sit down and actually segregate the levels. Is it executive? Is this at administrative level? Is it at technical level? So we sit down and we talk to that. So most of the time we travel. We never have meetings, even pre-season meetings, we never have them. Even pre-league meetings, we never have them. So that's why now coach without knowing what the coach is trying to achieve. Even during the week, these guys will not be there good training, but so we need to have meetings, folks. I'll give you an example on a people's project. The reason why we are doing this is because we want to meet people and hear what they're saying and understand from that perspective. Engage people so that you know what the other hand, the right hand is doing or the left day. But because we never have meetings, that's where the problem comes. And people will know they will disrespect each other. Let's say we are Manchester United City. So if you're no, that's on hand. We are here. Can we talk to us and talk to our sectors and also talk to our operating environment? There's this social context that we need to talk to. He also mentioned something like, say, teams that we train Pagel instead of the training Maitziwa. And he was giving a good example to say, a training is a simulation of a football match. You train in the morning. Do you ever play in the morning? No. Those are discussions that you need to have in management and technical to say, what is this that you are doing? What do you want to achieve? Is this thing actually working? What is the coach's plan going for? Can we support the coach? Do we give the coach that? We don't do that because we are experts and we're always all over the place. We think that we know everything.
You know what, Kimov, we have always maintained that even the FA maintains that whole regional football get them good development then and there, but we don't see so much being forced in terms of standards and everything. How far can the association go in terms of ensuring whoever is heading the club, especially coaches, because we always talk about first division in the Premier League or over to say KF A, over to say KF B, or whatever license it or ABC to
I think when you look at what the BFA has done, we need to give them pat on the back over the last 3-4 years. That is why now you have Bomo, they have your A licenses, you have other coaches, they have your B, you have other coaches, they have your C. So the association have actually said, at the Premier League level, let's have, the last time they said at least Botswana B, at that level, or now go division, go first division is your C. But because now we have more coaching also now about A, or now I want to believe next season there no go Premier League, it's strictly A license, and then more first division is B, and then go division 1 is your C. So we need to enforce this, and I must also commend the BFA for what they have done. They went around all these regions, but the coaching course. And I usually say Ghana education is voluntary. I don't know what classing, we don't know to a kind. Can only classing alone we don't know what they watch it exceeds. Those are the other things that we also need to pay attention to. Without these people, how we are going to say, but this guy's not doing what he was taught. So it shows the people, they go to class just to check the box or to fulfill whatever that is. But in terms of them now change, they don't do that. So the association has put the education in place. Now they need to put measures in place to say, Harlogo Division 1, we need this qualification. Harlogo C, let it be C, go Division 1. Harlogo D, go Division 2, let it be like that. And then grassroots, what type of people do we need? And then what other compliances should we put in place as well? So I think, in terms of education, Botswana, we are presumably educated. I guess what I need to implement education.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the websites and manuals that you could recommend to coaches and administrators alike? Are they in line with the best practices in the world?
Well, football the folks in line in terms of the trends globally. They can even give you report there at Deloitte about the money leak to say and then, like you also mentioned earlier, when you go to the FIFA.com, there is a technical report. They have technical report at World Cup, and we're expecting technical report there. The Commonwealth, the Olympics, rather, in the near future. And then, on a label, Athlete 365, mostly is for everyone. Are you an athlete? Are you a coach? Are you an administrator? All the questions it's more Athlete 365. There are Olympics that you can actually go in there and learn so many facets about the game. But nutrition, the injury tsa the player, management to transit from being a player to administrator, from being a player to a coach. All those things are there. So a lot of offset that I can actually recommend and say, you can go here.
Thank you so much, my king. Later, even more insights about where you are and what's going down that side.
Thank you and enjoy the show, guys.
For sure. We're ready.
Hey, what are you putting on it?
Yeah, they give out the wings. Let's honorable member. On the other side, we're going to jump into our musical break. We have DJ Koli with Kubule, and then we're going to jump into life navigation. What is our topic today, Mr. White?
Conflict resolution. Yes.
What are the conflict like that?
No, more
Mona make na le conflicting right
exactly
no mona mailo mona wa misgay ke na le khotla le mai
isi ya merema se le otla ya dire
mailo ke a cleaner ke tsenya matakala
re bolela o tla bolela ramasane
ke simolotsa o mo rekela mashachi.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the station, its management, nor its advertisers.
That was the hot seat on the Sunday Soccer Show. YaronaFM.
7:22 on YaronaFM. The all-new iPhone 15 brings you new Foria from as little as 15,599 pula. It possesses the capabilities which are purely magical. Unlock the full potential of your Apple experience by purchasing from authorized Apple resellers and enjoy a peace of mind with an extended 2-year warranty, ensuring genuine products and expert support only when you purchase from BTC, Cellphone Warehouse, Mascom Orange, Incredible Connections, Hi-Fi Corp, Home Corp, and the iStore.
Looking for the perfect office space in Sandton, Gauteng? Well, you can join Max for 4 months and get the 5th month free. Why pay per person for a serviced office when you can pay a fixed membership fee? Office spaces start from just 3,500 rands. Benefits of joining Max include no joining fee, flexible options, private and locked offices, 24-hour access, reduced tenant rates, safe and secure environment, no load shedding, and much more. Enjoy easy plug and play setup with membership perks like super fast free Wi-Fi, cleaning services, dedicated telephone lines, reception services, and much more. Call +27 11 444 446, or you can visit www.maxoffices.co.za today.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Uncheka linking. Bulala Radio and get all the warmth you need. YaronaFM. #Cuddle Up Lerona.
Dumela botjai bo bototega. Ba pele di go patla go ya sengwe Fox leina le o go thilwe ke go rubitse mtsela gore Milo kana ba re tla mpolela se go go ithileng la go bitse ntša yalo ke ao te Milo
ore the next week ka Sunday ke ta bolela story tsa teng.
This is the world famous Sunday Soccer Show, Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox on YaronaFM.
Hold on 1 second, let's find the station.
Check it out. It's the real
YaronaFM, EW's best.
Sensation.
Exactly.
YaronaFM and Fox Patimo on Twitter and the gram.
This is DJ Koli featuring Imani on YaronaFM at 7:30 with Kubule. We're going to jump into live navigation with Mr. Tumelo Masalila. But before we do that, the DBS Group invites you, the creative, to enter the 2024 Shining Light Awards Jewelry Design Competition with prizes of up to 1 million pula. Unleash your creativity and design stunning pieces under the theme Luxury Redefined. For more information on how to apply, visit Shining Light Awards on Instagram or Facebook. All applications and designs must be submitted by the 16th of August 2024. So go out there and try your luck.
YaronaFM.
Here comes the.
Try the new Dunked All-Star Box from KFC. With a Dunked Crunch Burger, 2 Dunked Wings, 1 piece of original recipe chicken, small chips and Coke, all for only $75.90. Hope you're ready for the new star of the show. KFC, it's finger-licking good. Also available undunked for those who prefer, while stocks last.
When it's football you want, it's football you get on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches, live. Because when it comes to football, DSTV has it all. Buy an HD decoder for just 249 pula and subscribe to DSTV Compact to get the best of the leagues this football season. Visit your nearest multi-choice branch, Choppies, Pep Stores, Yash, Fenmart, and other participating retailers to get connected. Akwala ngoko jaka o batla ka DSTV.
Orapa Letlhakane. The music you love is on 105.7 FM. YaronaFM.
Timi amasoja, timi amasoja, timi amashangane, timi amashangane. Owalo taraja ibe, timi amasoja, timi amasoja, timi amasoja, timi amashangane, timi amashangane. Owalo taraja ibe, timi amasoja. Aga misu seven, aga misu seven. Bagami sinobolo, Obano Taraja ibe, Timi amasoja. Bagami su seven, bagami su seven. Bagami sinobolo, Obano Taraja ibe, Timi amasoja. Timi amasoja, Timi amasoja, Timi amashangane, Timi amashangane.
YaronaFM.
It's giving youth culture. Lift the music.
Spalabanyana. The music you love is on 105.1 FM. YaronaFM. This is the world famous Sunday soccer show. Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox on YaronaFM.
It's 7:33 on YaronaFM, and life is a continuous process of learning and evolving. Throughout the journey, people face several challenges in today's world. Therefore, mental health, personal development, and life coaching are a necessity. This is why the Sunday Soccer Show has life navigation with Mr. Tumelo Masalila at 7:35 p.m. to guide the way. He's a qualified life coach dedicated to helping Botswana to reach their full potential through self-awareness and counseling. Boso yarna Mr. Milo topic
today folks conflict resolution.
Well, like that. This is a safe space like that. Who do you have a conflict with? Hampora abu. Resonse re tsenya di camera kwana.
Wait already saying.
Ka re rile re bua abale ba ko conflict.
No, but like I was saying, I think everyone mo botshelong, be it at work, be it ko lapeng, be it relationship, be it botsala,
be it le maikutlo a
gago wa go nna le tsone di pharologanyo tsone tseo tse leng gore di nna teng, and how best can we resolve those? That is why Mr. Masalila is with us right now. Good evening, Mr. Masalila.
Good evening, sir. Abadumeleka ko mongane.
Irra.
Yes, sir.
Re lebale ho ko hakae mo tsela gompieno.
Tseno a re sianele ko go Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 10.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 10. The best book in the Bible. Kana it's my favorite book. Kierata book kierata.
Kels, how are you?
Kels. Ke mo sa ba diki budu ya gore ke rata ha kae.
Bua ro rata ha kae ra bogolo re ba le yone.
Ke rata ka tsona ya re maithamako. Sengwe ke maithamako. Vese ko. O ka e bala ka ko di iPhone tsa batho ba di are fe. Chapter 10 verse
10.
Okay, balakaku.
All right, Yari. If the axe is dull and its edge unsharpened, more strength is needed, but skill will bring success. So that is our short and brief scripture for today. And ke letsa gore gongwe ya ka re sa tso go e bala re ipe mo tshwantshong na gore selepe ke kana re itebe re le tsone dilepe tse re sa tswang go bala ka tsone tse. So the Bible is saying if the axe is dull and its edge unsharpened, gore wa kanye select se se sa lodiwang gore sentse jang o boite ba le wena ore ha ne ile gore ke nna select seo a neng ka khatha a ha ne ile nna select seo a neng ka nna le mosola and se ke batlang go se raba re itse go ntse ke gore ke re ha re lente mo botshelong ka lebaka la seri go nne go se tsenya kana ra si tisa mo matshelong a rona. We are where we are given what we have ingested in our lives. So on a daily basis, you have a responsibility ya gore o leke gore o ikoketse a ke mo relationshiping a ke o le motsadi a ke o le modiri go lo go gongwe kana o le motho yo tshela mo lehatseng modimo a tsantsa go hile nako ya go hapanya maoto. You have all within your power to invest and to grow yourself, because when you are not investing in yourself, you lose the reason of your existence. You will not pursue your purpose. You will not be even good to anybody who sits around you. So it's very important that in a daily basis we upscale and upgrade ourselves. So so you can imagine those who are not sharpening themselves, they will struggle, they will sweat, but and if you look at how the classification of jobs is like, there's white collar and blue collar, you would realize that those who have not gone further with the studies happen to be doing a lot of menial jobs still already, these are all that struggle. But those who have done a little bit to invest, they have the privilege of working in certain spaces, but not even work alone. Le bokgoni hela jwa gore o tshela jang o libile botshelo jang o tsamaisa botshelo jang dikgwebo tso di dirang sepe le so se knowledgeable about, you are likely to suffer on or not achieve much on it. So let us value the aspect of growing ourselves and investing in ourselves so that we can be what we want to be. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Are Simule Mr. Masalila. We are talking about conflict resolution. Maybe before we start, what is a conflict?
Conflict in a nutshell, and let me indicate that this is one of the courses that we offer for Introvision Consultancy, and I'll course you the conflict resolution. And this is the conflict in a nutshell. And conflict ke selo se leng gore se ka nna gare ga batho ba babedi, se ka nna mo mothong a le nosi kapa se ka nna mo gare ga batho ba leng gore ba kokwane ho. So a conflict is a state in which people live or stay in disagreements that are not resolved but end up in an unpleasant relation or unpleasant way of living together.
Yes, according to the website www.northcentralcollege.edu, it tlhalosa le gone gore conflict resolution is the process of ending a dispute and reaching an agreement that satisfies all parties involved. Jano, let's get to it. What are some of those conflict resolution techniques or skills tse leng gore re ka di hitlhela tse leng gore di ka re thusa?
I like the definition, because now with resolution so tactics that can be put in place you can first and foremost start by recognizing that there is a conflict that is in existence, and by so doing it allows you to now find remedies of how to deal with it and find remedies of how to go about in resolving. So recognition of conflict, which is one of the things that may seem to be difficult and takes time to pick in certain spaces, whether in a workplace or at a family setup or in a relationship. So the tactic, the first one is to recognize that there is a conflict, and then from there, you now work on methods that can be proper placed to now deal with that particular conflict. And remember, conflicts vary. They are not the same. It depends on the type of the conflict. And the method or the tactic to be used is determined by the particular type of conflict that may exist between people.
All right. Jano, uno santse bua ka di-technique re Masalila. What are some of those tse e leng gore gongwe motho ka di dirisa jalo ha e le gore o na le kgotlhang le bahe kana ba e leng gore o tshela le bone?
Okay, one, you can first and foremost, if it's a conflict, if it's something saying you cannot resolve on your own between the person you need somebody to mediate in between. That's the first thing. You need a mediator. You can either also go for therapy or counseling. You can either also engage. Nowadays we've got tools in place we use to, assess people with. They they go a long way in assisting them to coming up with long-lasting remedies from where they can be, and also to avoid it coming up again. So these are the techniques that I can advise people to look into. And one of the things that is critical when you go to techniques is also to say, if there is a conflict and we all can pick it, we all need to be in agreement that we want to resolve. And the part of not willing to resolve is the one that mainly makes it harder to end a conflict if it exists. You may see it and then say, how do we remedy? But the question is, are we all in the same page in terms of seeking a solution so much that we can now put this conflict to an end? So that's one of the things. Listening is one of the key skills that is needed when you talk remedies. And I tell you listening because this is one of the things that people miss out on. We teach on listening skills as well, because people normally, when they are communicating, they listen with intent to reply, not to understand. So it's important that listening is something that those who are getting in the process of resolving put it up at the forefront. They will help them to resolve that conflict.
Gona le diphoso tse dintsi tse re atleng re di direle batho Mr. Masalila. We like blaming each other, especially ha gona le kgotlang between na le o mongwe. Re ka hema yang seemo se sa blaming kana go avoid tsone go addressa bothata bo eleng gore kana diphapang tse eleng gore ka tswarana le tsone le ba re tshelang le bone.
So the best thing to always have in mind, it's best to make friends than enemies. It's also best to have a space, we call it a safe space. And when we have disagreements, it's a question of, are we trying to get to some point and I'm missing where you are trying to get me to? Or am I just causing an uproar and uprising for the sake of it? So we want to maybe address this point here, from people maybe who are sensible, who are saying, but and that's the most thing that anchors the takeoff, to resolve a conflict. The best thing to do is to maybe to get there. And at the end of the day, this thing should be put to an end. It's more important when we talk about resolving and maybe finding a ground that works for both parties.
A re bua ka go tshameka bolo e seng go tshameka motho. Because re na le matata gore ya no re tabere ra theka character ya no re tswa mo mothong ya no a go o bua ka khanye because na la re resolve di conflict mo ra thiko no wena matata go go ntse yana le go dulo ya no mo conflict go tsene mo go.
Yeah.
Go bua ka di past experiences tse leng gore le nile le di issue tse dingwe tse di go
go sibola go tsewa ya bogolo gore bile ka no tla ntse la pensele wena ke sala ke bona ha on that.
Yes. And that is why kere go botlhokwa gore mo tlhaloganyo ro re itse gore re phapanyele ha mme gone go re batang go teng e ka tswa e le ko kae a re tse batho ba tshela mmogo e le ba ka pelo bo ba nna le that conflict and then bo ba le ka gore a re solve. You want to say to yourself, is bringing the past in going to assist, or I just want this person to remember that ka ona nkutisa botlhoko ya no ke batla go bola le go lele re le babe. because some of the things, how to carry it depends on how mature and sensible the both parties are. Ke gone gore wa bolibile o gona gore ha ra giwa fox ke na le tsala me ke tsala le yone ke a giwa le ke be ke lebela gore nya me gone re batla gore hai re tsena ha le be nna modiga mo gongwe ka itidimalla ka gone certain information I may withdraw ke dibile gone gore it may not be sufficient to come out at this time a re lebelle gantsi ha go o batla go raise, and I've seen this happening to couples, o batla go raise a complaint o ra motsala ga gore kana o thola ga ke rate 1 2 3 so se dira instead of observing gore wa reng ena ba responder lo ena kana o kilo a re maloba bo dira jana le jana that response alone it doesn't show gore o no o batla go gakolola kana o batla go recognize se se buiwang. It's important at that time ke te ready couple gantsi ke bara kere do not use times tse leng gore go khalemelwa sengwe o e nna gone le wena o tsosantsa ga go se o na le mathata le tsone because that then will lead to a conflict automatically e be re sa thola re itse gore ra go ipona ha kae ra go tsela ya and the best thing always, and I know it's not easy because emotions are high at this time and people are trying to prove points to each other. Emotional intelligence. This is one of the skills, folks. Because if you are living today and you are not emotionally intelligent, you run the risk of not really having proper relations with whoever you meet in the process. Because with that, you can read the mood, you can read the emotions ahead of time. So this is one of the things that it is in the current conflict.
The first thing that you need to do is also to accept that yes, there is a conflict. Emotional intelligence, the timing, and also how you address some of the issues. Gona di khantsele gore gongwe di tlhoka gore le ka di solve over a phone kana jang a re bue ka timing and also the way that you can address some of these issues.
Yeah, timing is very important, and that is why emotional intelligence is key, because then with emotional intelligence you can tell gore aye e bata phone kana ye e bata mathata and way to say ke bata gore e re ga ke bua le ene ke be re utlwana a kere re be ke be ke gona go gakolola kana ke be ke gona go kontsha sengwe se leng gore le ena o ka tswa go ka ititile mo go sone kana le nna ke ititile mo go sone. So timing is important, judging from the type of conflict you people are having. And harare timing kana wa itse go gantsi re tshwanetse re live in all aspects. It could be timing really bile gona gore is this worth raising now? Kana is the mood allowing at this time? You understand? Kona le gore re timing gape o lebeletse gore go gongwe o ka re re ta wela mo mosimeng. Then you want to say to yourself, I think this needs to be addressed immediately. You can then pick the phone and call and say, Motamudimo, 1 2 3 4 5 I have a problem with. You see? So the aspect of regular rabua ka di temperament the folks they were and re supa gona gore le gore motho ke mang yo yang go bua le ene, judging from that conflict is important. Because how sa itse motho yang go bua nae, you are likely going to experience a tsunami, an explosion, a volcano eruption. You are likely to come out of there o sa tswa ka sepe o create le enemy. So know the person you are in conflict with. And how I tell you, somebody with emotional intelligence is quick to pick, or is this worth engaging in or not? That's number one. You judge from their personality to say, this one is likely to not speak at my level, it's not fit to engage. You understand? So this is very key to time, because then you can tell whether you are going to engage or not, and in what form, in what method.
se mo eta re ke theogetse motho a bang sendela message wa we need to talk. Time me. O ta ban time olla wena. Speaking of time, it's 7:51, and on the other side, we're going to wrap up our discussions with Mr. Masalila, and then he's also going to give us his contacts or harabata di remedy really di couple kana di individual rekaira ya. Basadi, emisa sentence here we need to talk. Emisa.
The YaronaFM Sunday Soccer Show, Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. YaronaFM.
The 17th Biennial National Business Conference is here under the theme Invigorating Economic Transformation Through the Private Sector. Join us at Adansonia Hotel in Francistown from the 25th to 28th August, where 500 senior government officials, industry leaders, innovators, emerging executives, entrepreneurs, international development partners, and civil societies will converge for 3 days of deliberations and networking. To register, call 395-7578. Sponsorship packages are also available. Contact patients at bb.org.bw. Proudly brought to you by Business Botswana.
Upgrade to DSTV Compact to catch Zgela, a new local drama made right here in Botswana. Zgela airs on Mondays and Tuesdays at 5 p.m. on DSTV's Moja Lab, channel 157. Repeat episodes will air on Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. Stay connected to DSTV Botswana for the best in local stories. To subscribe, download the My DSTV app, WhatsApp us on 73038902, dial *214# or visit www.dstv.com. DSTV Botswana, your home of entertainment.
Don't have cash on you but want to buy electricity, pay for groceries or spoil your loved ones? Worry less. With Payzana you can pay for utilities, buy food, buy airtime across all networks, send money to your loved ones and many more at the touch of your phone. Absolutely free, no hidden costs. Download Payzana now from your app store and experience convenience. Payzana, convenience at its best.
The hottest number all day on 97.5 FM, YaronaFM. This is the world famous Sunday Soccer Show, Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox on YaronaFM, at Fox Patino on Twitter and the gram.
It's 7:53 on YaronaFM, and in 7 minutes time we're going to jump into a topic about financial literacy. Re na le solution e ka le thusa batho ba football rata gore re ha go le off season ana re ne re le thusa ka tseleletsele wa bona, because kana ga le exist le di island ga se gore mathata a motho a football are different from mathata a regular Motswana. So stick around. Before then, we're going to wrap up our discussions with Mr. Tumelo Masalila, Life Navigation. We're talking about conflict resolution le Waitsi Milongo.
Yes, welcome back, Mr. Masalila.
Thank you, sir.
Erra, maybe gongwe re garela yalo a re tlhalosa lo botlhokwa kana the benefits or the importance ya gone gore e be rena le one conflict resolution.
Le gore gantsi di conflict tse dintsi tse di tshwenyang ke tsa di relationship. Di khona go hella monna go la ile mosadi. Kana bana ba le bone ba affected. Yaanong o tlhola gore Mr. Masalila gore it's important for us to hit the ground in a right way. Re tsamere counseling ha re tsamaye le gona re kopana ebile gongwe before re dumalana gore we are getting into this journey. What can we do ha go santse go le elialo in terms of deciding gore rona hela ha go nna le conflict re addressa yana re dumalane from the get go gore re make sure gore we are setting up a healthy relationship?
Thank you so much, folks. One thing that is important, folks, is for nowadays we need to appreciate what you don't know will definitely kill you. And communication is one of the key skills they need to have. It's communication, it's listening, it's temperament, it's emotional intelligence. These are very key. Because how you are likely to, fumble through things and find yourself worry, it's not working, it's not you, it's me. And funny excuses and you can tell by the level of which how one is resourced. Or break up conflict. The handling part, you can tell. And this is why we overemphasize, a re tse nako re ye ko bathong ba ba ka re gakolla le ba ba ka re thusa, because how tsena mo relationship which is full-time work wa go tlhokana le gore wa apply the skills, and imagine if you don't have them. Batho ba kgaogana Fox, batho ba lata bo 30 years marriage, batho ba lata di relationship tsa bo 8 years, bo 12 years, tla ka dio tse di tsanyane go tlhoka gore ne ke sa motse a sa nkuti ne rapalwa ke go nna ha tsere tsheregana re in this day and age how we tsoro tsela le motho bile o tsela le batho. Conflict resolution is a skill to possess. How we tsoro tsela le motho o tsela le batho. Emotional intelligence is a skill to possess, so that you exhibit them as you go. You show up. You present them. How thing. So it's important to start from there. I can't know how to do at the word go. Let's all I am going to monate ke morakere kana me har kana le mathata ke letsa gore tse dilo jana o taba go tsaka go tsena ka, especially because ke le ga tseo tutso ga yo mo go nna ene di o tsena se di di tsang di go di itse 1 day 2 days you are fine and sorted.
Tsara yalo go na le conflict go ha mo telephone ye re tla tshwana go gore re resolve other conflict resolution ya no ba fana ba rena ba go sebele ba bane ba kana la ba sena se ba se diranya ba te ba tola ba kana go re a kire ba injwa Sunday soccer show ba te ba tobetsa ditshipi kantele be ba hela ba di rata go dea and Mr. Masalina na go tetso
okay mofuka yo ka lokho ne ma
ya e my peleke
lokho wa re tsa tlhawala kala lona tabele na le bua dilo gone ya ene lokho wa re ene pile le ke dala le ke utlwa go ere ka ke re da itutaro e bisa buira ya le ta polaisa buto na ja pila ke rena go ngwa utlwa ke bua ka thato Mr. Masali lo gona le conflict go no boela mo pointing eno le mo gone before get drop.
No, I think in a nutshell here ne re so boka gone gore go tsimologong go botlhokwa gore a finest thing we wear the responsibility of sharpening the people around us. Ga o kopana le Kelso morare a re stay sane mo tsepeng o na le boikarabelo jwa gore o mo rute o mo bontshe dilo dingwe tsa ka tsong ngwa sa ditse ha ile gore wena o a ditse ga o kopana le batho be reka le bone go tirong you have that responsibility to resource them. The best gift you can give to people is your personal development. Resource yourself and then it will be easy to relate. So le mo relationshiping yala ya marato, it's important gore dilo tse ha tsala ga go asana tsone o mo thuse ka tsone so that you have a good take off. It really argument le argue we to ru bone o bua le motho o bore wena o step away go dirisa mahoko ona ka gore how o raise the level of reasoning and thinking wa bona yala gore motho a modimo a be ke ikgokeletseng go mpieng gore gona le gore wa direse bothata o kala ibile o gauge mahoko a wa tewang le dipotso di tewang ibile a ngwe di tsakatsela ile gore ga di tesente di supa hela go kgagoga mo go hiteletseng. So nowadays it's important go ithuta le go inosetsa gore re kgone go tshedisana. I think I had a question before ke tsana mo go ya go Fox.
Ne ke botsalo ka the importance ya conflict resolution but ke tsa ke re we ya mile ha wa raba potso ya ga Fox. So I'm okay, yes.
Ra no ka garela ka gore bolela gore bona introvision e kae o tlo o ra address le di individual le di couple.
Yes, sir. Retain Fox on social media, Kim Provision Consultancy. You can reach our page and get further details. Our offices, Kemo Havoroni CBD. You can get our lines there, our website there as well. But also we have created a WhatsApp that makes it all easy to reach us, which is 73164719. 73164719 is our WhatsApp line where you can just quickly text us and send us whatever that it is, or book your appointment, or let us know when and how you wish to engage us.
Thank you so much, my king. Have a great week and be blessed.
Thank you, sir.
That was Mr. Tumelo Masalila on today's episode of Life Navigation on the world famous Sunday Soccer Show.
Turn it up. Turn it up. YaronaFM. Live the music. This is the world famous Sunday Soccer Show. Sundays, Twitter and the gram.
Feel the warmth of great music. Music all winter long. All winter long. Your perfect winter companion. Hashtag Cuddle Up Lerona.
It's 8:01 on YaronaFM. Good evening. You are still with the world famous Sunday soccer show, Love Sport More Than You Love Your Team. Tonight we are discussing how you can take charge of your growth journey with the Stanbic Achiever current account. And joining us in studio is Mekuda Mandevu from Stanbic Bank. She is a customer value proposition manager at the bank. Kibuile se ni miago sent. Ke tshwere tota. Gontsha. Ga to tswa Francetown, ha wa ta ka ga to bitswa go teng. Reboost. No,
it's a Francistown thing or
Emma,
Kalanga thing.
No, it's a Francistown thing. Hawa ba ela tlhoko ko Blue Jacket Street ha lentse le kwa gore ba nwe. Ma ba ne ke letse ke le ko gona le a fuel station mo Airport Junction. Ha te ke Rail Park.
Oh yes.
Ha te bitso go twe. E ka hamora go nyane lo a bona.
Yeah, e green nyane.
E green nyane. So mosadi ona a ntshalla petrol o tswa geto. Ke a mo itela ka 6 maitsiboa o no re boost ke mara ke ro kompolela o batla go boosta in ka 6 pm ompolela ara na re itsela re go nwa go no ara no ke mara ke ro tswa Francistown ka area kana re area something gona le area ra gore ke mara ke mara ke ro nthe area. Tama, good to have you here, especially that you were traveling but you made the time to come here. Topic ke batla re discuss ke dumela gore it's very important for our listener, especially the football player we leng gore gompieko go hilo contract e ntšha wa go amogela madi again. So let's talk about, owning your growth with our Achiever current account. What is it all about?
Thank you so much, Fox, for having me, and good evening to your listeners. So the Achiever current account really is a transactional solution that has been designed for individuals who are looking to maximize their banking experience. So if you're an individual who's earning between 3,000 and up to 15,000 pula per month, this is the solution for you. It's for the go-getters. It's for the ambitious folks. It's for the people who are not afraid to start small. And it's not just about having a place to store your money, but having a partner that aids you in your growth. Whether it's transacting, whether you're looking to save, invest, this account supports you in your financial journey every step of the way.
And how does owning an Achiever current account help an individual in their own growth?
Again, a good question. So owning your growth means being proactive about your financial decisions. With our Achiever current account, you benefit from lower transactional fees, access to pre-approved personal loans up to 750,000 pula over an 82-month financing period, home loans, and a variety of insurance products that will help you protect your legacy. It's about giving you the tools to prepare you for any circumstance and, turn your ambitions into reality. As we've said, own your growth. Yeah.
So a football player who's listening right now, or they want to start owning their growth as early as today, how do they go about opening an Achiever current account?
It's so simple to open an Achiever current account. All you need to do is bring your KYC. KYC can give proof of identity, proof of residence, as well as proof of income. Bring those documents to your nearest Stanbic Bank branch or call our customer contact center on 398-7801 to speak to one of our experienced sales consultants who will support you and walk you through the journey.
So for a listener who might be considering switching their current accounts, what can you tell us about credit cards linked to the Achiever current account?
So one of the exciting features of the Achiever current account, it is a gateway. It's the first step to owning your financial journey. One of the solutions that we offer is a silver credit card, which as a customer you are pre-qualified for. What that means is once you've been our customer for a period of 6 months, you are pre-assessed and you have the option to take up the solution. So our credit card offers convenience and a flexible way of borrowing money. And if you are an avid online shopper, which many football players are, buying jerseys, buying tickets, they have the confidence that their transactions are safe, through chip, PIN, as well as OTP verifications that go through their phone. Those transactions are also protected in the event of fraud. So the credit card can be used 24/7 worldwide, anywhere where there's a Visa sign. You can also track your transactions online with our internet banking, or through the Stanbic Bank app. Other value adds include merchant discounts, travel insurance, embedded retrenchment cover, credit life, and disability insurance. So if you're planning your next trip to go watch Man City live, as you are traveling, you have access to travel lounges, which you can access or pre-plan on the Lounge Key app. Yes. So call that number 398-7801 or visit your nearest Stanbic Bank branch, and we will guide you through all the solutions we've spoken about today.
Yeah, you've given us a mouthful already, but are there any other features associated with the account?
Yes, definitely. Account holders can also enjoy our exclusive borrowing and investment solutions, insurance solutions, and savings products. Plus, our digital platforms make banking seamless and straightforward. I think also to highlight, Fox, is that you are able to buy as little as 2 pula airtime on our digital platforms. So how tshwaregile toka top up punyana, dial *155 *555 hash to load your phone.
Kore e sound like a simple, me hape complicated ka re dira dio tse dintsi. But before we let you go, are there any final thoughts for the listener who wants to take charge of this opportunity?
To wrap it up, if you're looking for a bank that supports your growth and treats you as a partner, Stanbic Bank is the choice for you. We are committed to helping you grow at every stage of your financial journey. It's more than banking, and you are more than just an account number. You are an individual with dreams, with valid dreams. How do we help you navigate this financial journey and move from point A to point B? And what we like to say at Stanbic Bank is Botswana is our home. We drive her growth. So when you grow, Botswana grows.
Super. Number that the one that we should call, even more about this account.
398-7801.
398-7801.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We release you. Monday, but thank you so much for this. Big Bank with other services and products that you have that we believe will benefit our listener, especially the football player.
Definitely looking forward to being here soon again.
Thank you. Hey, why is on a large account?
I qualify.
I don't qualify.
Oh, we more than 15. What are we going to pick here? Conflict resolution is okay.
This is the world famous Sunday Soccer Show. Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox on YaronaFM.
That's it.
92.9 FM. YaronaFM. This is the world famous Sunday soccer show. Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. On YaronaFM.
My name is Mulifi Kenemel Ben, also known as Kimol. On tonight's segment of Regional Update, we are in Ghanzi Regional Football Association headquarters, the town of Ghanzi. And we have various people that we interviewed during this period, coach and also a sport administrator. Coach, good evening, and what are your names?
Evening, sir. From Blue Stars FC.
What qualifications do you have?
I did a C last year September. So
the grassroots would really see.
Grassroots Sports for Life.
Aha. Let's now look at your coaching journey. Coach was to pen safe on.
You coach go Blue Stars get head coach. Last season get a second assistant coach. Epono. Last season I did play with but this season very manager happy back then I got 4 points so super Blue Stars because I better youth from 3 4.
Let's go back a bit. A season before this one, which I want to believe was 22-23 season. Kunela di play of Fumubeleta Lele Sakone. Matrenili.
But Nenga super Hanele integrable Horicana with Telipili. Because I can have a little solo, let's say Mono. Do Marisa Mason, Harry Becca really more SAT, do you regard call.
And then this season now 23-24 na la khona go ka ko hukunzi la boaka 4 points no change le
tota da rena khona wa hukunzi la boaka 4 points no change do tse dintsi because na ha tsere tswa ko diplay fungula za last season go ka na khona ba se se palisa wa diplay ofu na se palisa wa compete mo diplay ofu so ka go eda se se short da jwa re letse le 4 points
two seasons in a row le go diplay ofu in the first season 0 points second season 4 points gore la telanye le ipola ga go
thata ga re soletse mo go ntse this season because it's really to go ntse this season I promise or it will go first tota because re tire mo go ntse from previous games previous playoffs
a re level on season in it's na ya 24-25 gore ipakanya tenkentsenya
kana remember or win those preparation ke one talk so if you're not prepared how go dira se ba khona go dira se so our preparation is going very well that's why I go promise gore this time I want to special first.
You also listed as one of the regional coaches on Ghanzi Regional Football Association. What is your role there?
My role is to coach under 15 boys. Total coach under 15 boys. I say quite, but what is very get quite. I say quite. Ke le ga ona go twin sa bana go bantsha mo strategy mo ditrateng kana mo ibile wa bontsha way forward gore bolo e ga go jesa e ga go dira se ka mososi go thusa le kwa lapeng.
Let's talk about the difference between who coach the regional team and who coach your net team ya Blue Stars. What is the difference there?
Parlo ke re eternal di khoto tse dintsi because go Blue Stars le bala mo khapa mai so most of the players ba tswa mo khapa mai then ha tsana go regional go under 15 re na le khanya tlola transport because le other players ba tswa go bangwe ba tswa go khapa mai ba tswa go khula se trainera go bosile so go re na le khotho na transport ba o tali di go le ba leng so ba dismiss early research the session tsa rona because so ba go kana go malapeng ba khona go thatswa ba khona go bala la ja.
How is the support from the regional structure and from the regional committee gona mo khanye ya la ya youth le khanye na transport
tota khanye tota ke mathabisa dithong ya bo transport boeng because gona na nka go bolela rena di code na di bolo ya tse di hilweng ba rena di code kana go dirila ngwana gore a tlhaloganya ke mo tela ka bolo le khone go go montsha gore a ke tsa direction o buela ke raya so a sna di khone o ba mabotela patsi manga bo di 2 liters di coke ke mathabisa dithong tota ke tsa gore region a le ke go improve mo di kgene tsa go tshwana le jonitse
a re bue ka talente mo Ghanzi bile coach so stop sa Blue Stars le gona no ka ko under 15 ya region talente ke ntsenya
tota talente ka bo kutshwana talente ke tsibanya mme ya ka go bolelisa mara the boys bo hela ba dira ke mera because most of them ba gona go ithekela di-soccer boots because ba tswa mo malapeng a harologaneng a go ithekela di-soccer boots mara talente ke go godimo ha re tsena go selectioneng kana ngwana a sa rola khokho mongwe le khokho o simolola go itebelela le ko tlase so go ya ngwa mo he that energy or that power go ka itshupa so ke kgwetho hele e tseneletseng
a re lebele bona batshameki ba kileng ba tswana mo motseng wa gantsi ka mo regioneng ya gantsi ba ile gore o ka ba file di-example
nka bua ka Philip Kaku o korolase
number 20
just number 20 nka bua ka o thata mo semela azuri na le go stopensele sa blues sa Gilbert Lions if you remember this racist status and ke stopa se se bereka ka youth ya no ha ke mo region ha re ka tsholetsa tsone dina ka tsholetsa matho re lebella mo youthing re ka ja sengwe going forward
khutsa ke tsena go ke go lebogile ke go leletse masago le mathono no bile le dikeletso tsa gore nne tsone
ke a leboga Mr. Wolf.
The YaronaFM Sunday Soccer Show, Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. YaronaFM.
Tebi, my friend, I know you've been planning on traveling. Do you realize that flying is cheaper than driving? Flying? Cheaper? You are joking. Is that a joke? You heard me right. It's not only cheaper, it's convenient and safer. Think of the wear and tear of your car, the fatigue after a long drive, and much more. Like Diaga. Aha, you are spot on. I'm downloading the Air Botswana mobile app right now from Apple App Store and Google Play Store to book my flight. Yes, you can also inquire through our WhatsApp line 77019-076. Air Botswana. Going your way.
Ga wa tsola madi mme o batla go reka motlakase, pay for groceries kana o batla go betsetsa masika le ditsala ka zakanyana. Wireless ka Payzana o kgona go duela motlakase, o reke dijo, o reke airtime ya Orange, Mascom kana P-Mobile le tse dingwe fela jalo ka mogala wa go wa letheka mahala ka re ga o duele le ha ile sepe. Download Payzana now from your App Store and experience convenience. Payzana, convenience at its best.
Sunglasses. Packed. Beach towel. Packed. 6. Packed and ready. You could win a trip to Zanzibar thanks to Savannah's 6-packed and ready competition. Buy any 6-pack of Savannah Dry, fill out an entry form and drop it off at any one of our entry boxes. Good luck and see you at Savannah. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18. T's and C's apply.
Turn it up. Turn it up. YaronaFM. Live the music.
This is the world famous Sunday Soccer Show, Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. On YaronaFM.
Sport for Life Botswana, a movement under the Botswana National Olympic Committee, was this week from the 7th of August until the 10th of August in Gantsi. We're in Gantsi having a course called Sport for Life course held at Gantsi Land Board. The course put together a total of 18 participants drawn from various organizations, Land Board itself, various NGOs in Gantsi, social clubs, and also some football clubs, and only 15 out of the 18 participants graduated. They graduated because they fulfilled all the requirements to graduate as sport organizers. These requirements inter alia include being punctual throughout the course and also being actively involved in organizing a multi-sport event and also participating during the course. And also on Saturday we organized a multi-sport event together with these participants. The participants brought together a total of 120 kids at Gantsi Primary School grounds, which is next to Gantsi government prisons. These kids, they learned various sporting codes, boxing, athletics, volleyball, netball, hasi, koi, mhele, morabaraba, egg race, and also orange race. Let's hear from the various participants who attended the course.
Angumara Pedi here from Gantsi Land Board. I'm also the club treasurer at Patalana Social Club based in the Gantsi Township, one of the big social clubs here. So before I took part in the Sports for Life course, I had already been engaged in sports. As I'm the treasurer, I'm responsible for planning, for budgeting, and for managing finances at my social club. So one of the topics that was of interest to me was the one for zero budgeting, but at the end achieving our goals. I believe it will help us a lot in our social club to save costs, while at the same time we are not compromising any projects. I intend to implement what I learned from this course in my professional work as well as in sports and my personal life. I believe the topics here are very critical, which I think I'll also share with some of my colleagues here at the social club as well as at work, so that they can further spread the message. So I think to the general public, I would say let's engage in sports. Let's have our kids engage in sports at an earlier age, because sports is not just fun, it's a way of life, it's a way of healthy living. So yeah, I hope a lot of people can undertake this course and use it wisely in their lives. #Hatakuru.
Triata Ihatue, Nokuba Jan Tabu John Me, Community Mobilizer, IPEC Skorhua, Dohakur, Kanas Dohakua, the Garden Mume, Hunting them district in Kwe. Rosi Kwanzi, Mazikarati to Anarkora Iha, me Turnatano, and Haziko Utama Kichuani, Hazikwe, me Hela Turtin Namasa to Karo DCE. No to Karo Disangamaka, Turnatano, Kawanka, Tahasku Kahore, Tiratun Anahore, Mari Kuskoka, Kanasku Inka, Kanasku Kais, Rosika, Onzi, Zaostiga Zitrazite, Atuhataman Anna, Tika Kasahuane, Kanarti Hakosea Huana, Husatu Kwanakuru, Marichi Utamahabe, zero budget is 3. Kore Kwanatiko Atia, Takuase, Kobansa Kurumase, Kan Atia Kwana, Mkondi, Kwansa Chincha, Marika Tamase, Kore Inscommitting Inteko Nagatia, Yahasusa Kuru, Tira Kakasa Kanarika Namahuania, Arkan Karika Namahuania, partnership, not to cut classes courses, to say partnership. For Intiko Mr. Husa Atlehane, Kone Committee Kaina collaborator, Nakatukwanan, Intita Yasa, Masko Hitler, Kahore take as a whose tries as in high sus as he says, quite could take and Quaybako, Hamlis Instoha, Zaras Instotikoha, Zaukai, Azawa, twist is a me Instusaga with the Zautoka Kong, Honaleho Twitchiko in Hagasko Tonkusakui Ama, no man is an island. Kahore, Zako Kai, I could take, I could cook, I could uani. Skohaka Tevis, Isakoma, Sechara Kin Chapidi, Hasetata, the Masakun Itahore, take as a try Susisa, to cut Casanos Cosis Gohusa, Mako Kabise Ihabe, Ako, Dibi, Dohako Ihabe. Circo, Tikan and Kaka, Youthini, Banana, Nercosi Kaka, Tikan any, Horetame Tanuna Katama, Pujo Sames Wita, Nakasa, Marin Matan, Nahuzikum, Hataga Kwana changing or Hatadin Queen, Hatadin Queen, Kotaga changing or Tametanuna Katama, Pusamese Nakahumata, Timoho. Metiga Sikuru, Satiragasi, and Quazirga Sikuru, Kahoringo to say Kitwani, Tomaner Ua, Horkesa Segasi, we take Harara, think and we and Imani, Toka Consa. Silver Kursusa, Sirgan and Network, I think an to talk workshop Sakuruni, Kanata to go courses Sakuruni, Tanu Atabo or Intagama Arrangasa at the event Sakuru, Mentago event Sakuru, Ihabetaga Noa, Kai Ata Aquanakuru Shidohakwe, Kahorkai, Tuan Karako, Suren, Ka, Iko, Schooling, Kom Kuiko, Anhatem down Kargasi, Katani, Hornia, Iko Sakasi, Iko Sankohana. Me, Tikas and Namahuani, Akurutloeta, Tikanisa, Tameta no Nakatama Miss Horment Sawita, Timihu Hatameta 10 Narequanatan Amase, Tameta no Nagama, Busagawita, Timihu, Spot for Life is Kamameta 10 Naretwa, Nakata, Hokaiku, Hataku, Katon, Wakwe Quanta, 10 Naretwa, Nakata Kurumasi, Kahore Kwanachiko, Zak in the Susakuru at Siazakan Eba, we make Karikatunam Kuania, we kumita, Nakata Hokaiku, Nakata, Nuzuzi Quinzi, Pala Sese, Kahore has coins Hasi, to Tabo Tuaha, to Kudukuri Sakarozikwe, to Tak Ehore, Kai Equanta Uasa, Kai Mukonanta Uasa, may Hatem Dam Kakugara to Akoma, Tak Hokaiku, Nakata Choka Pong, Hatem Dum Kataga, Hikelama, and Takun, Sunkur Hatarisa, me, Neko Tonka Gachon, Arama, Hatakuru Temi, Hatakuru Bakoma, let's do it, Tamkome, Kaskoa, Ahirihe, Hatakuru, Hatem Dam Kakoton, thank you.
Toes Ramahuti, a community mobilizer at Window of Hope Center. Window of Hope is an NGO in Khanti. Experience that I have in sports before the Sports for Life course is that I am a football football player and I am a football coach. We have a youth team where I am the head coach. My intention is to do a grassroots sports academy in Hansi. The most interested topics I have learned during this course is women resource and material resource developing partnership. I have learned a lot during this course in terms of how to manage a human resource. First, you need to analyze the plan or your plan and identify people or the rule needed. And we also have recruitment. You need to identify and recruit to create people and train them. And lastly, we have management. That management, you need to manage the relationship and motivate them. Since I have a youth team, it's easy. I'm going to share the skills and knowledge I have gained in this course. My message to the general public about sports for life is creating the opportunity where we are all empowered to fulfill our dreams. #Hatakuru.
You just heard from Angumurapedi John Jen and also Toast Mahube as we're reporting from Khanzi. Sport for Life is headed to Kang from the 14th of August until the 17th of August. Those who are in Kang, please come and join us. The registration fee is only 250. We will be there to teach sport people about the zero budget as we heard from other participants, and we hope people will embrace the Sport for Life movement. Idea, aridire. Let's do it. Hatakuru, Katungure, Mkende. Let's do it.
This is the world famous Sunday Soccer Show. Sundays, 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. On YaronaFM. It's another Liquende. More YaronaFM.
YaronaFM.
Sure. Sure. What? Motu wami. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Show wami. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Show wame. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Garo bita bay. Garo nama bay. Garo bita bay. Garo nama bay. Moto wame. Show wame. Garo bita bay. Garo nama bay. Garo bita bay. Garo nama bay. Moto wame. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Show wame. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Show wame. Nale wena rito felaga. Nale wena rito felaga. Pelo rato bay. Pelo yaro bay. Pelo rato bay. Pelo yaro bay. Moto wame. Show wame. Pelo rato bay. Pelo yaro bay. Pelo rato bay. Pelo yaro bay. Moto wame. Show wame. Moto wame. Shosho wami Nale wena rito felaga Nale wena rito felaga Nale wena rito felaga Nale wena rito felaga Shosho wami Nale wena rito felaga Nale wena rito felaga
Mokete shushu a gago ke malaita ha ona shushu ka nna mata ke ine mo matata a ke ine mo
No, I got stress ba fa.
Are you looking?
Yeah, no, I shebile.
Ha o ro shebile o raya ngora la
Ya re ke tutsitse mo.
Gona le mongwe o maile le
Ya, gona le mongwe o maile le mata ka ka ndare ke le tswane. Ma ke ga ga gona go kwalla go tlo a lo mongwe mpele le ka le tswane.
This is Motho wa me by Young Black.
A gore ta wa go bolo sotho kwa.
I remember I want full stop. What say? Kana ra gore bolella diphiri. Pine the first time I heard it out. Ne ke itumetse mo go maswe. Gape ne ile monate mo ileng gore ena ira gore ke kwala poem wa bona.
O kwala shushu.
No, ke kwala poem.
No, ka kwala poem. A o ka inspire ke pina bo kwala.
A ke re na wa.
O ka esho.
O tsoro mpola ka eng? O rata go isa kgang kwa. Me ha re mo go ena o gana go tswa ka
data. Me wa nkitse gore na ke na pele.
Ke sa ge ne re shushu o inspire. Hoye me simpina.
O bona na mo botshelong ba me.
Botshelo le.
Shushu wa me ke Milo.
Motho wa me Nale wena rito felaga Nale wena rito felaga Nale wena rito felaga
Here is Motho wa me by Kagiso Fox Phatsimo, April 2022. Motho wa me letsogo la moja pilara ya me nna le wena ra go fella kae sa le re tsamaya ra go itapolosa kae ntshegetse re semelle mo tseleng ya modimo ya lerato le le tswang kwa godimo. Motho wa me monthusi mogakolodi wa me nna le wena ra go fella kae ntshupegetse tsela e yang gae ntshware ka letsogo ntshokele tsebe mpha dijo tsa lerato le joko e bobebe. Motho wa me mosadi wa nnete yo fentseng pelo ya me nna le wena ra go fella kae o kgakala fale ko sky kae mpitsa ka lentswe le molodi ka sefatlhego sa moengele jaaka geli o dibodi. Motho wa me mpho e tswang ko badimong ba me nna le wena ra go fella kae ka sekgwa ba re the limit is the sky kana the sky is the limit ke tsa gore wa nkutlwa tla kwano re tlhabe kgobe ka mmutlwa.
Motho wa me Nale wena rito felaga Nale wena rito felaga Nale wena rito felaga
The YaronaFM Sunday Soccer Show, Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. YaronaFM.
Breaking news! Sefalana is giving away cash and prizes worth 10 million pula. Get Kellogg's Cornflakes 1 kg for only 48 pula 99. Buy Blue Crystal Golden Brown Sugar 2.5 kg for just 33 pula 99. Get Choco Man Peanut Butter 480 grams for only 28 pula 99. Buy an 80-pack of Fresh Pack Rooibos Tigeless Tea Bags for only 31 pula 99. Get Pampers Nappies Premium Care Value Pack or Pampers Active Jumbo Nappies range, each for only 169 pula 99. Get MAC Washing Powder 2 kg for only 48 pula 99. Promotion is valid from the 5th of August to the 8th of September 2024 at Sefalana Hyper stores and select cash and carry branches in Botswana. Sefalana Saruna, 50 years of creating value.
This is what the Olympics is all about.
Get closer to split-second wins. Closer to history in the making. Closer to your champions.
The greatest athletic achievements of all time.
Get DSTV to get closer to the 2024 Paris Olympic Games from 26 July to 11 August with 9 dedicated channels for the best coverage of every medal and every podium moment. On Supersport on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
AM to PM all day. The music slaps all day. YaronaFM.
Good evening and welcome to Puisano Ya Women Football on the YaronaFM Sunday Soccer Show. My name is Kels Pablo. Tonight we're profiling Tshepo Borasitswe, who is the captain of Granada Wanderers in Silibe Pikwe, and we will also talk about the just ended Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Good evening, Batubazana.
Pixana, the music you love is on 97.5 FM. YaronaFM.
If you recall, Granada Wanderers were recently crowned the third annual GM Soccer Fiesta Tournament champions in Jwaneng, and YaronaFM caught up with a player to learn about her experience playing football.
The YaronaFM Sunday Soccer Show, Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox.
Normally people look upon other players. Now I'll choose to be different. I'll say, though I'm not a player at a higher level, still I'm the player which I look up to because I believe I'm unique, and despite my age, I believe I still have a lot to offer given a chance. If given a chance, and I believe I can make a difference when it comes to women's soccer. And my wish was to get a national team call up, and even after retirement I still want to be a part of women football to help make a difference and change and give a girl child a chance in football. Our coach always advised us, no one is better than the other, or no one is above others. Be humble, listen, and most importantly, you ought to be disciplined.
And that was, what you call her Tshepo Borasitswe. I get all folks we really wait. But anyway, Ratamu cover sometime during the week. Nonetheless, now let's move on to international football.
Hold on 1 second. Let's find the station.
Check it out. It's the wheel.
YaronaFM, EW's best.
It's sensational.
Exactly.
YaronaFM.
The 2024 Paris Olympic Games have come to an end, and the United States were crowned the champion of the women's football games yesterday.
Hey! Let's go, USA!
Fox, that's not an honest one. But anyway, the Sunday Soccer Show caught up with the football fanatic to get her analysis of the final.
The YaronaFM Sunday Soccer Show, Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox.
Good evening, Colette Ngero here, football fanatic, and again we're speaking the Olympics women football tournament that concluded yesterday. The semi-finals were a bit of a surprise. Spain got beaten by Brazil 4-2, and the USA, there was no surprise there. I did predict they were going to beat Germany because they were in the same group, and USA beat them 4-1 in the group stages. But the semi-final was closely contested, with US coming away with that one goal to beat Germany. And the third place playoff, Germany beat Spain 1-0 to take the bronze medal. The final was a great watch. Brazil came all guns blazing. They attacked the USA from the first minute to last, and I think we should give credit to the USA goalkeeper, the 36-year-old Alisa Neya, who kept them in the game, to be honest. I think she kept out 3 shots, 3 very dangerous thoughts that if it was someone without experience, that would have been like Brazil winning 3-0. But unfortunately for them, she was at the top of her game. She played a really great match, and she kept the US in the game, who scored in the 57th minute through Mallory Swanson, the Chicago Red Stars player, the 26-year-old, who ensured they win gold. The players that I would say missing in the game, I think when we win, we actually forget such little aspect. In my personal opinion, feel like Alex Morgan should have been given a chance to come and retire with a gold medal in the US team, but unfortunately Emma Hayes thought otherwise, and she's justified because obviously had the USA lost the final, everyone was going to be like, you should have called Alex Morgan. But now that she won, nobody's going to mention it. I think she saw it fit to engage the likes of Sophia Smith, Mallory Swanson, Tracy Rodman, the daughter of the famous basketball player Dennis Rodman. They really did well. They were like a triple threat, and they were the players that I loved the most. They showed what young people can do. Let's get rid of the old ones, even though we do need the experience, but let's try and involve young players into the game. And I think the US did that perfectly. The one player player that I feel like the USA missed in their team was Christy Mewis. She's a great US midfielder. She plays for West Ham in England. I don't know why she was not called up. She's a very good player, good midfielder. She would have been able to, stop some of those Brazilian moves in the midfield, but unfortunately, like I said, they won, so nobody will even remember that such important players were not part of the squad. One thing that I wanted to say also was to talk about Marta, the Brazilian legend. She is 38 years of age this year, and it's amazing that she was still able to compete. Even though she would come off the bench, she has to come and help Brazil, but you could see the experience that she had. She almost scored a free kick in the final minutes of the match, and it is one thing to say experience does matter. Experience does matter. It doesn't mean by the time you are 32 and you think you're old, your football career is over and done with. My overall thoughts on the tournament, it was a great tournament. For a football fanatic, the final was a great watch. Like we always say, men football always, they're crowd pullers. They get a lot of attendance, and that hasn't been the same for women football. But yesterday's final in France was fantastic to watch. The stadium was filled. The French came out in numbers. Obviously, the USA being a big footballing giant as far as women football, and Brazil also being a footballing giant overall, I think played a part in everyone saying, I want to witness the final. I want to be part of the gold medal match. And it pulled out a lot of attendance. And I think as a football fan, as a woman, an advocate for women football, that was one lovely sight, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. The US, of course, won. I'm so happy. I predicted it. I knew they were going to be too strong for Brazil. And with that, it's a wrap. Good night.
Let's go, USA!
Folks, I think, USA is doing something good with sports. With the number of, in almost every sporting code, they got a medal.
They're always in there.
They're always in there, somewhere in the mix. How the podium finish, USA has to tap in.
Green card.
Whatever they're doing, I think it's with the world learning and improving on what. But hey, me, I still think we can learn something.
Baba Donari.
No, Mr. Mokete Umorore ke tla mo soma wa bona.
Muso.
Ke tla mo soma ka ngwana o mo metiano o bereka ha fire president ya lo wa go bona ha fire president ya lo ha building e tele ya mo village ya BDC ya no gape melting ke homeboy kana nna le ene re ba pile hela di tshwereng ha ke homeboy re ba pile o ka ha nna ke ka wana Fox a go re bolella gore shona go nna o botsa batho ka bo shona ba bona wa go ka right
wa elata
ever since that Lamza mo passage
wa elata
go phase 2 wena le thato ga ise re utlwe update gore o progressitse o Lamza ka e right so mala tja gompeng
o no ta sen
a go hela o mo letse na go ngwela re le utlwe le ntshela gagwe bogolo go ke ja batho ba bodimo
o no tla sen ke a mo phone a kera rata go tla
baba dona tsi sa rutlo ba ro tshuteng baba dona o tlo go bola fo
o sentse number wa yana ne ke le utlwisa le ntshela ga
a bina mo itse ka tlhogo
pele wifi o na go le busy nako tse ka gore o ha
e busy ha se gore ga se no o na bereka na bereka ko Mascom abane number na e dilo a sentse a bereka ko Mascom an o dula I think ha swele o dirisa number racing
ya o mo masikali
o bolokile YaronaFM
ke kopanele ba lo ba kana mo main mall the love of my life the girl I was supposed to marry ke kopanele mo main mall ba lo ambora mo go maso
a o bora ke
no ke ha re itumelane the first thing she says ke gore even after so many years you still use the same cologne ke mra ke re na ke lenyora la khala hanki ke change ha tswa ha ke hantare before you tell me anything mind you we're meeting for the first time since 2019.
Hela.
This is somebody that I dated since Abantari, before you say anything, right now. You stay alone. About last weekend, o salutsa na mola penka Friday, o tswa mola penka Sunday wa tiro. About me now, it doesn't bother you. Yeah, this is why we couldn't work. Nalo and Neruchana too much. Yeah, no, Robata on the balance. And then she broke my heart. Okay, XA, but still. Next year,
those are good news.
Good news for her, but bad for me.
As if you would have done anything.
No, get out here.
Oh, folks.
It's been long. And what broke my heart even more? What broke my heart even more? Sunday soccer show.
We galamzela passage.
Nya hai arham molela ka nalwe le ne bekere o ska molela.
No confirm as the bus temp.
To ga sa tolerate. So mfethu wena go face 2 ona le bana ba le 2.
Onyala ngwa rotla.
Mona umpola ilo.
Onyala ngwa rotla.
Wena onyala ngwa rotla. Ai mon.
So mabane ke ha ke taboga yana ke nna yo ke tswa ko Gibbs ke a taboga yana ke a go heta molapo crossing on my left ke a taboga ke a ko di flat tsa phase 2 ke ba ke tena mo left thing ke nna yo ha ke tsana mo teneng e tsana mo phase 2 ye ha e yang go heta ko msalo a pule be ke tena go no ho, and I followed that road until ke a go heta ZCC on my right e be ke ga gologala ngonyono moana ga thato ya. So there's a passage there. Passage ya teng ke go ke jetse ntshino ya me ya ntha teng ke bala from three ke tsena ko msalo a pule and ha ke heta ho I love to listen to music when I run. Ha ke heta ho ne ke le ditsa ba mone no go la yone there are two people that I've ever loved unconditionally that I still love to this day. Thato ke mongwe wa bona.
Wish I could hold you just for a little while. Let me. I wish I could see you right now, but you're so far away. It's driving me crazy. I'm missing you, baby. And the way you touch me, it's unlike anything I've ever felt before. That's how I know I am yours.
Mongwe wa ipelaela go phase 2.
Cap. Fox is capping. Fox wa fosa.
Morana
Fox wa re putela.
Morana a ona le bana ba le 2. Kana go ngwa. No, like on a serious note. No gona le khatego bidio go teng. Botswana education show ko main mall. So that's where I met her. Ko Botswana education show.
Na kwate.
Ke sina na ra ke. Negele malobanyana 2 weeks ago. Monna ta ke ska bua di tedi tse dintsi. Ta go kana re ditse ke toga lo ke ntsa.
Nna ke batla go itse poem ya ikwadileng after that.
No.
Awa kwala se.
I see kwala se. But how about one of the poems that she inspired?
Tata ke motho na.
Boto na ke motho.
Ya yo re bua nka ena ga se thato tlhabana. Ka ntela re le thata ka nya di kgetsi go.
Ke loko. Loko is inspire se.
Loko mo. Loko ga inspire, o bona inspiration.
But bullying inspiration is inspiration.
Marna me hala mo botsolong ba me. Mo botsolong ke ke pala se ke ise.
Na me a iso le go sentse
go na le point e reng go tsena go gono bo bona re ke go de.
What they do that judgment I can't love this person sometimes I don't wanna know ela nto right no man.
Nganyeno ke bua nka eno ba mo ntsetse. can inspire poem. I wrote this poem after me and her broke up. And I meant every word.
This is a poem that I wrote in 2011 on the 5th of November. If you do have my love for you, my love for you will never go away, lasting longer than a night and longer than a day, as purposeful as a saint's words when he prays. My love for you will never go away. It only knows the route to your heart, no other way. They asked me if you had an equal and I said, nay, my love for you will never go away. I've never been more serious than these words I say. Even if things between us could never be okay, my love for you will never go away. It's not subject to passing fantasies or child's play. What does it take? Cause if I knew the dues, I would pay. My love for you will never go away. Trees grow dry and their leaves fall off in May. Beauty passes, attraction fades as hair turns grey. My love for you will never go away. I build mine on bricks and metal, not a house of clay. Listen when I say, believe when I say, my love for you will never go away.
The YaronaFM Sunday Soccer Show, Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. YaronaFM.
It's the Trans Wacky Weekend, bringing you all your favorites nationwide, like 2 kg MAC washing powder, $43.95, 20s Twin Saver 2-ply toilet rolls mini, $59.95, 175 grams Lifebuoy bath soap, $8.95, 2-liter Sunpick pure sunflower oil, $38.95, 2-liter Refresh soft drinks, $6.95, 12.5 kg A1 Super Maize meal, $96.95, 12.5 kg Snow White flour, $119.95, and many more in store. Valid from the 9th to the 12th of August 2024. T's and C's apply. Trans Cash and Carry. Bigger savings. Better living.
Attention all shoppers! Are you ready to win yourself 1,000 pula? Simply purchase any two participating brands, Baker's, 5 Roses, Fresh Pack, Ellis Brown or Frisco, then WhatsApp Baker's to +267 391 1066 and stand a chance to win 1,000 pula. Don't forget to keep your till slip as proof of purchase. Visit www.ampidactivate.coza for more details. This competition is valid from the 1st of May to the 31st of August 2024. Terms and conditions apply.
In a world that needs heroes, we train them at Witekanelo College. Your journey to a rewarding healthcare career begins with us. To make life-changing career decisions, enroll with us for our industry-driven programs. Witekanelo College, the core of healthcare education. For enrollment, please contact us on +267 3980 500 or visit our website on www.witekanelo.ac.bw.
Siruwe Rihahela Ngwanaka, the hottest in number all day on 102.9 FM. YaronaFM.
Foxito. Na kira gane sai da Allah sanne mun. Wanci ki tum tago mun ana homeboy banna. Kira go bidu atatu. Ana le boy ne a girl. Ana ba so kile ka go connecta di dot. Tako. O ka di tala di connecta. Tako. Adla kan sa.
Ala letsa ga we face to.
Ari tu paeza.
Mona wa Twitter la kana lo re letsa ra go Facebook la utito mo mas.
A ke bazo khala motha je da. Wena Fox e batho ba go bone sentle ba go bone ya ka ke go bona. Wena matata go tlo di poem ke tswentse dira. Wena batla so sira ga le go dira poem. Ke bona botata ba go bone. Le tane la go se mo di poem ya. Rata nenta to rata ya la tsentse mo go bone me. Go ntse le ya teki le mmailo mo tlhaloga yo. Go bola mo go bona we. Ana le mmailo o ipara ba o iphedi te mo botseno. Ba le go bola tlhaloga. So nta mmailo mo ngondo ya go bontsha le di poem mo ngondo nya o simola rata. Ta bona le. Mailo eta na ntala ka mtango le mo. A zo etsa ya ka motho yana.
O mo di sele ya do. Ibile se go bua ka Milo yana Milo my dog. Woof woof.
This is the world famous Sunday Soccer Show. Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox on YaronaFM.
It's 8 8:54 on YaronaFM. In 6 minutes time, we're making way for DJ Kels on The Revolution from 9 until midnight. But before we say goodbye, I have a message from Baba Donald. Please wish the best aerobics trainer in Botswana, Mr. Molefe, a happy one. Mr. Molefe is joining us on the line. Hey, Vatsera, Mr. Molefe. How are you, sir?
I'm good, and how are you, sir?
Partly cloudy with isolated thunder showers. How come you go to Mokotengi?
I go muchuri mo tsa bana.
O moleha kwa gabane. O tswa mo khotleng e kwa gabane. O tswa mo khotleng e kwa gabane.
Kwa ga sigwara.
Gato o blind mo di aerobic ga go re bolelle go le go nyenyane ka tiro ya gago mo di aerobic.
Ine ke rata ma aerobic. Bunzi bana go itela re tsa re more. O kan tsamekela Britney Spears are sometimes.
O le tsa Britney Spears ha o se o theogetse anong le mo di aerobic. O le tsa Britney Spears o se o theogetse le mo di aerobic. E lo ru simolotse kae go ronne o ga ke tsora ke tare o coach kana weng o trainer ra di aerobic o simolotse kae?
Re simolotse go bit fitness ra. Re dirile kwa sa teng for ngwaga.
O na le dingwaga tse ka ntse le mo tirong?
Gona re wetsa 7 years era.
7 years.
Di thusa ka sharp di aerobics bra kana itle re bana batho ba di dirana itle re potore sentle di thusa yang wa bona.
Radio tsena tsaya go bua nnete hala. Di thusa ka coordination of movement hela. O le go baka le go finda tlhaloganyo hela ya ka tsare.
Ya nong o personal trainer like ha ke batla go rontse ke le one o khona o ira ya.
Ke go tsaya le one o na le di house call e go nna le package ya teng le go re be re group exercise.
Re go tshwara kae ha re batla go bua le wena ka tsone?
Le ka ntshwara mo 7591 3497 ke ona WhatsApp ha.
Aha. O tlhotsibira nyano gompieko mo tsatsing la gago o no boleile pudi kana kgomo?
Ra batho go ntsa ela tsala mengwe ba ntsa thare wa senda meeting wa wellness a re tsena go re tlhaele gore ke eng batho ba ntiretse surprise party.
Sente
ke baba Donald khantsi
ga se ene Donald wa mo itse Donald kana ke ena re sendetse message gore re go founela. Gongwe ke gora re gongwe ke mongwe wa batho ba ba trainer.
Nyame ora re go ntsa lo ba re ditse tota ga o di dira tsena o itse ke batho ba le bang. Go zo bereka le batho ba harologane.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear
Mr. Molefe.
Dear Mom. Happy birthday to you. You belong to the zoo. You belong to the zoo. When the monkeys and the gorillas, cause they do aerobics just like you. Hip hip! Happy birthday my king. Modimo go se go hatse a go keletse malatsi a botshelo le health ya gago e ne ntse improve with time outwa.
Ya le bogarra.
Ya no kana dingwa ga tsantsi di go lana di a go wala o tsontse re ribege mogopo. Ira o re bitse.
Ya me ke a le bogatse ba go le nna ke surprise call ile gore ke sa solo hele ne bile thanks for this thought ke a le boga.
Re tsia.
Antele tsai mto.
Sure tlebra ya ka have a good one out.
Okay, le na hela ya long khon.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Ya ke mathata go la le go face go di biti. Go di biti.
Go na le bana ba le tshuma la be. Go na le bana ba.
Mothaka o a re. Ke mang mothaka?
O nyala no me ha ya tshwana nata ha lo wa tantara ba bantsi ba kana le tu.
No I dinga. I dinga.
No gra mo
Yona me culture. Culture.
We disi.
Culture o baso.
We disi.
O baso ba ile gore o ba. Ya do ra white. a go bua se se dipi wa re tsaitse
ga ke motho wa dutse di dipi a go raitse
resolve a conflict yes ya go phase 2
hey le ke simola le ne ba
on Friday Man United is playing against Fulham. Yes.
How I bua sente Fulham is playing against Man United. You have to ke manyo ho ke Fulham. It doesn't matter whether
Man United it doesn't matter how about go.
Fulham yo ho. Shabalita.
This is the world famous Sunday soccer show. Sundays 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox on YaronaFM.
Lord Jesus, we thank you that your will has been done. We thank you for the future ideas that you are going to give us to be able to be a blessing to this country. We pray for more of this and we pray that you may continually lead and instruct us in Jesus' name. Amen.
At Fox Patimo on Twitter and the gram.
Kimi amasoda, kimi amasoda, kimi amashangane, kimi amashangane.
The YaronaFM Sunday Soccer Show. Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. with Fox. Like, subscribe, follow. YaronaFM on the socials. At YaronaFM on TikTok, Twitter, and the gram. YaronaFM on Facebook. Like, subscribe, follow. Live the music. You're locked on to The Revolution with DJ Kels. 9 p.m. to midnight on YaronaFM.
Father, thank you for this worship experience. For we know that where your spirit is, we have freedom, we have liberty to worship you. And oh God, you said those who worship you must worship you in your divine nature, which is spirit, and truth, which is your word. And God, we've got the unique opportunity to come into your presence, God, giving you the glory and honor, merely practicing on the earth what we're going to do when we get to heaven. And that's honoring you and blessing you. Receive this worship now as offering up to you a sweet smelling savor into your nostrils, Lord, and do only what you can do through your people. I speak that all of my worshiping brothers and sisters are blessed because they worship you. Every need is met because they're seeking first the kingdom of God and your righteousness. Add on to your people, and we give you the glory. We give you the praise, for in your presence, Lord, you declare there is the fullness of joy, and your right hand is open to bring pleasures to your people. Receive this worship.
AM to PM. All day, the music slaps. All day, YaronaFM. The Revolution with DJ Kels. Until midnight.